Okay, welcome to Roast Mortem, everyone. Wow, it's a show about feet and the history of feet. My name is Tom.
I'm Travis. I have two of them.
Hi, we'll be your Cody this evening. Also, bipedal here.
And in studio tonight, we have Feet Daniels, one of the finest feet historians. Oh, hello there. No, actually, it's the absence of Mike. That's what we have in the studio. Once again, Mike has destroyed us, especially on New Year's Eve of all times.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, he's out there partying. He's out there building his foot fetish collection of feet.
Always doing Mike stuff.
Dude, Mike has to use his feet more than most people. How are you going to foot them board without them feet?
All right, well, if you're new to the show and you don't know who Mike is or what feet are, then stick around. You'll find out. Okay, guys. Travis.
Yes.
How was your week?
Oh, wait, you're going to ask about my week, though? Whew. Dad, let me tell you, I just got real manly. So, you know how your car has those things that blow on you?
Yeah.
For the fans?
Yes.
My fan was only working on max blow. It was only blowing at its hardest.
Okay.
When I turned it to like 3 or 2, no action. Not getting any action on the lower or on the upper. Had to go and get a new resistor. Like, I was getting my hands all oiled and greasy, and I just got down in there and I fucking pulled that thing out.
Touching it?
Put a new thing in, and all of a sudden my car's blowing me at all speeds.
Travis, don't you work at a computer for your 9 to 5, as they would say? Okay, so how on earth were you able to do such blue-collar work?
Let me tell you, my hands... Woo,
are you cheating?
My keyboard has never felt so smooth because my fingers are so... They represent the blue-collar worker and his fingers.
Oh, you're just sanding your keyboard down.
Yeah, I'm just sanding it down.
Great.
Because of the calluses.
It's really great, yeah. No, we spend a lot of time in front of computers here. I know that all three of us do that, so I'm really proud of you for breaking outside and not just making an appointment at Jiff Lube.
Oh.
Well, you know what? Just real man. Tom, how was your real manly week?
Oh, thanks for asking. I was just about to say, actually, I'm a man that no one likes at the moment, especially in my family. I'm not going to say...
What'd you do?
I'm not going to say what relation, but there was a family member over, I'll say, with a kid, a son over, and I said something to the kid when he tried to talk nice to me and make pleasant. I said, "You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up." And pretty much that's exactly what happened. Nobody likes me at the moment.
Well, but did he know what he was talking about?
No, he didn't. I was telling the truth. See, this is the thing. Like, I had reasoning for saying this, and there are more details. I know I'm leaving out a lot of details. You're probably going, Tom, I want to know why you told the kid to shut the fuck up. And I had to, because this kid was spewing garbage. He's a nice kid. Nothing wrong with him.
Yeah,
people spew hot garbage from time to time. You got to put him in your place. Apparently, you can't do that with kids.
No.
So, yeah, just me being like, I'm disgusted that you would even say something like that. Please shut your mouth forever until the movie's over, at least. Okay, kid?
Ooh.
And I'm going to keep elaborating on it. It doesn't matter. Either way, I feel really bad right now because nobody in my family sees my point of view.
Tom,
that I was in the right by saying this to this child.
I'm just imagining you playing a little friendly game of basketball and just stuffing that ball in his face. Like the kid go taste a shot. You're like, bah!
Yeah. Well,
smash it right back down his dome.
I would do that. Cody, how was your week?
Oh, I was desperately thinking of something to say this entire time, YouTuber. What was it? Fixing kids and telling air vents to shut up?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's not funny, by the way. What I said isn't the comedy bit. We do comedy later.
Yeah, we're not there yet, but we're here at this point, and I don't know what to fucking say. More COVID shut in, more Uber Eats. Did the research for this episode. Anything interesting, Cody? No.
Okay, I'm going to back up. I am going to back up a step here, and I'm going to tell you what was interesting about your week. The episode. Who is on the chopping block?
Oh!
What did you fit into your little head there, Cody?
We're popping cherries this episode, motherfucker.
I love cherries. They are delicious with Coca-Cola.
We're doing Egyptian royalty who liked Coca-Cola, believe it or not.
Really?
Wait, are we talking about ancient aliens? Because
absolutely
Egyptian royalty is ancient aliens.
No. This is
ancient
one of the
aliens.
things I wanted to clarify up front. This is not ancient. This guy lived and died in the same century you, me, and everyone on this podcast was born in.
Ancient aliens.
He was born in 1920. Stop saying ancient aliens. Yes.
What was he reborn of a period? A pyramid.
No.
Did he shoot out of the sun in 1920? 20 years pre-Roslin?
No, he shot out of his mother.
Well, Cody, you're saying that he died in the 20th century. He lived in the 20th century, but like in Earth years, we go around the sun in 120 days. His alien years might even be older than the human.
Nothing about that was incorrect.
Yeah.
We are talking about the last king of Egypt, Farouk, the first king of Egypt.
Oh,
now, riddle me this. How can the last monarch be Farouk, the first king of Egypt?
Because he is Sphinx.
He's Sphinx? Let's pretend that made sense. Go on.
It's a riddle, dude. Riddle me this, riddle me that. How could you, when one man walks into a bar, and he's the last man to walk into that bar?
Cody, I have nothing to say other than I'm really disappointed in Travis right now.
Okay, answer. Our subject tonight is, in fact, the very last recognized king of Egypt, but his name is Farouk the First, king of Egypt.
Oh.
So he's one of those pompous idiots that got a number, added onto his name because he didn't feel important enough. So it's Farouk the First, the last king of Egypt. Confusing, I know. Probably why you have never heard of this fucking gem we're about to just swallow tonight, gentlemen.
I love it. I'm not crazy about swallowing anything that I can't chew.
I'll change your mind.
All right.
I'm really excited, but I thought we were talking about pharaohs, dog.
We're not talking about pharaohs. I never said pharaoh. Fuck you. This is a king of Egypt. This is the last king of Egypt. And just to titillate and add some spice, this episode is going to be that time-honored sitcom of an unprepared, spoiled prince becoming king too soon, and all of the comedic failings that go on during the reign. So it's that type of royalty at play tonight, gentlemen.
So you're talking about like a King Tut, but we know about him?
We know about him, and his failures are hilarious and documented.
Great. I'm excited for this.
It's good.
I don't know anything about ancient Egypt, so this will be a good one to get into.
This is not ancient Egypt.
Cody, tell us more about the ancient alien.
In the very ancient year of 1920, February, our subject is born. Full title being His Majesty Farouk I, by the grace of God, King of Egypt and the Sudan.
It's a lot of titles for a child that just came out of a vagina.
Fell out of an Egyptian vagina.
Yeah.
But yes, he was born in Cairo, of course, of all places. Farouk's papa was King Fuad. I think I have that right.
Are we going to be talking about Cairo a lot, or are we moving out of Cairo?
We're in Egypt. Cairo is mostly it, but this guy, the family, the family of Fuad and our guy Farouk has just homes all over fucking Egypt.
Okay, because I've heard from people that have visited Egypt, apparently, you know how there's like that divide where like it goes from like the regular modern city to like just sand and the pyramids?
Yeah.
And it's like a clear border. Apparently, right near the pyramids, there's a Taco Bell. And so there are countless Taco Bell wrappers just roaming around the pyramids.
Getting caught in vortexes.
Yeah, just making little Taco Bell dust tornadoes.
It's like if Long Island's South Shore sand decided to creep up to the North Shore. It would be the same thing.
Yeah. More condangs.
So Farouk is our subject. His dad is Fuad, King Fuad. When tigers used to smoke, Daddy was told by a fortune seer the letter F would bring him great prosperity and fortune. So, the king, our subject's father, named all of his offspring with Fs. So we have Fazia, Phazia, Faka, Fathia, Fakia, and our subject tonight, Farouk.
Cody, no fuck yeah.
No fuck yeah.
No Felicity. Went right over that one, eh?
No Felicia.
No Felix?
No Freds.
Frederick?
So, it's not. Really isn't. It's not a good one to be happy over or think is lucky.
I think one of...
Yeah.
No. You guys are all wrong. One of the most beautiful names. Frank. That is the most phonetically enjoyable name. Frank.
The way you say it, yeah.
Dude, it is.
Right. So during this time, there's this like wild stigma with Egyptian monarch ruling class that they have to be like their effectiveness as a ruler is directly tied to how masculine they are. So you better be a masculine king. If you're a bitch king, nothing's gonna happen. You gotta be a masculine king. So it's like this overly hilarious, like old timey dated masculinity contest with the Egyptian king right now, and just the hoops he jumps through because of insecurities and like this weird esoterica just tickles me pink, and I can't wait to share it with you guys.
Okay. So I mean, also I'm assuming that because you said he was born 1926.
1920.
So Egypt is an Arab country, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a difference in what masculine is over there and what masculine is over here.
That could be true.
Because, like, you know what I mean? Like, American masculine is like, oh, dude, I just chugged a 6-pack, smashed beer on my head. Fuck yeah, dude. How much eggs are you going to put in it? Okay. But, like, in Egypt, it might be like, dude, I just smoked that whole hookah in one breath.
Well, yeah, sure. That could be part of it. But it's just, I want everyone to know masculinity is hyper stressed for the fucking kings of Egypt. Okay,
great. And that's a lot of podcasts every day.
Even our subject Farouk was given an allowance of 1 hour with his mother per day, just so he wouldn't be too womanly from like exposure.
I'm fine with that.
Like his dad didn't want his mother getting cooties on him. On like his son. So it's like you get to see your mother 60 minutes a day, no more. Fuck you, kid.
Yeah, you gotta the woman is the devil. You have to stay away from the woman. You have to become one with your father.
You're gonna like this episode, Tom.
I love it. I love it because it doesn't matter. This is all just happening in front of us like some kind of sad story, and we laugh.
Yeah.
I love where this is going.
Ooh, weird. Zwick, cut that out.
Leave it in. Every pregnant pause.
Every pregnant pause.
I'm sorry for anyone who has a stock Chrysler radio that has a noise gate, but came in a little late there, didn't it now, pal?
Yeah. So, only allowed to see his mother an hour a day. No friends outside of, like, you know, family acquaintances and royal acquaintances. And no social, no personal visits for our little guy, Farouk.
Only if it was from bodybuilders, right?
Yeah, sure. Our guy is a beefcake tonight.
Right. Yeah, Hulk Hogan's around in the 20s. That's official history.
Farouk had a very spoiled childhood. Farouk always demanded his servants greet him via bending to their knee, kissing the dirt before Farouk, and then kissing Farouk's hand. So he's that type of spoiled brat.
Okay, but there's a problem with that. So what if you kiss the dirt in front of little baby Farouk, and we're in Egypt, there's a donkey, and it just jizzed in the dirt, and then you kiss his hand, and you get donkey jizz all over the prince's hand.
He, just from what I researched in his personality, he would wait for you to bend over, kiss the sandy donkey jizz puddle, and then be like, that's enough, before you, like, kiss his hand.
But what if you're like, no, Farouk, I really want to kiss your hand. Please let me kiss your hand.
He'd be like, your lips are ruined as a human, never.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Just a donkey is an animal. You eat horse meat sometimes.
IKEA, baby.
Shout out to IKEA.
Mm-hmm. Now I want to drive home Farouk is a bumbling oaf that can't tell his elbow from his prostate. But Farouk is a genius linguist, rather. Farouk is fluent in Arabic, French, Italian, English, and some accounts say even Turkish. So Farouk is this sexy, quadrilingual, pentalingual, like, speaker of most tongues of his region.
All right, so he's getting them lingots on Duolingo.
Yes, he's got many a language at his disposal, but he can't articulate a complicated thought.
Are you telling me that he has every single owl costume? That's amazing.
Is he a autistic person?
Farouk once submitted an essay to his literature tutor. The opening sentence of this introduction read, "My father has a lot of ministers, and I have a cat."
God bless him. God bless Farouk.
What was the cat's name? It was in
Farouk. I don't know.
Osiris, the cat.
Simba.
No, it's Egypt. It's the little Baphomet.
We'll get there eventually. Farouk's tutor read the essay and gave it a perfect mark and even commented, "Excellent. A brilliant future awaits you in the world of literature." So he's a brown-nosy type of prince.
I mean, is that even really brown-nosing? That's more like the teacher being like, I like my head on my shoulders.
Cody, do you know what a brown nose is? Because that's not it.
It's not the brown nose you've seen on OnlyFans, Cody. There's a different term.
All right. I'll believe you.
Yeah, no, I think, you use that terminology wrong. This guy just liked his shout out to feet. He didn't want those get cut off, you know? He wanted to live his life and didn't want a 10-year-old boy to tell him to die and have it happen.
Happens.
Well, Tom, you say boy, but I'm thinking ancient alien.
Boy. Stop it. Just like a 2018 YouTuber, Farouk adored practical jokes and pranks without comprehending the basic concept of comedy behind said pranks and practical jokes.
Right.
Like, LOL, I curb stomped your beloved pet, but don't worry, I recorded it and monetized your reaction, so it's funny instead of tragic and or illegal.
Let me ask, so he used to squish people's pets?
No, that was a little bit of a liberty on my point, but Farouk thought it was a hoot to let loose all the quail the hunters had gathered for the day. So it's just like, you went out pre-dawn and caught all this live quail and held it in the kitchen. And he's like, I'm going to let the quails run through the fucking palace.
We got a regular Bam Margera here.
Yeah, right?
Let's be honest here. That is one Benny Hill theme song away from being hysterical. He just missed that one point.
But maybe.
I want to hear the Benny Hill song done on one of those snake charmer flute things. And that's what's happening here.
Okay, pretend that's happening. They found that melody. They were like, do this. Oh my God, I'm going to get my head cut off because the breakfast isn't ready. The waffles have not been put into the toaster. I don't know.
Not my feet trademark.
Farouk thought it was a hilarious practical joke to just shoot out windows with his BB gun. Like palace windows, like the building he lived in.
Right, that's
what
fun.
I mean? Be like, this would be hilarious if I shoot up my own house.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Farouk liked to wad up and throw bread at people just to laugh at the reaction. Like, I hit that guy with a crouton. Wasn't that hilarious? And he would think this is the laugh riot. He's just like, I hit you with bread.
I was going to say, if you're not done with the bread, someone's got to eat it. That's pretty nice of him.
If it's like the good, like, Outback pumpernickel bread, I'll take that.
I would, if someone rolled that into a ball and threw it at my face, I'm catching it, swallowing it without even chewing it or tasting it.
You absolutely
you
must.
Your own pocket butter.
You must remember, we're in Egypt, ancient or not. There's sand in every bread.
It's clearly not.
Well, it might be. What I'm saying is that there is bread, and where there is bread in Egypt, there is sand and disappointment. That is a great way to lose your teeth. Highest rate of dentures. Just made that up, but very possible.
I think you're true.
I think I'm true as well, actually. That's kind of my slogan. I go off the truth. Nothing else.
Tom, I think I'm true.
Tom, I think I'm truth. I'm not running for anything, but you should know.
The Queen of Romania once toured the royal harem on a visit to Egypt. Farouk introduced himself to the Queen and asked if the Queen would like to see Farouk's horses. The Queen replied, yes, I would love to see your horses. And Farouk was just like, oh, yes. And Farouk had his horses brought indoors instead of taking the Queen to the stables. Laugh riot. Haha, there's horses in the house. This is weird, isn't it? Ha ha ha. And the horses shit all over the fucking harem and ruined it.
I'm fine with that. I think that's a funny joke.
Travis, what do you think?
Well, I was going to say, I used to let the telephone cats into the house when I was young, because the telephone pole cats, they are nice, and they brought me nuts. And they left droppings all over the house. Which is
droppings?
No, it's a great way to make your house more slick.
Cody, this guy is probably annoying at best at this point. I think that the bread one I'm okay with. The marching horses indoors to greet royalty. I think that should happen more often.
I guess we're just disagreeing on this one.
We can. This is America. I mean, you're living in a fake America, being out in Hawaii, but I'm on the real motherland.
Tom, what if I brought my horse into your house? I was like, check out this man. His name is Nay Boy.
I would laugh hysterically. I would go, Travis, you're the reason you're my best friend is because you're so funny.
Yeah, but all right, but then what if you just bought a PS5 and my horse? Hey, Nay Boy, take a poop on it.
Don't care.
And then it poops on it.
You cannot buy this laughter. You cannot buy that joy.
I guess we're gonna have to see in 2021 if Nay Boy shows up at Tom's house.
Farouk was kept on a strict anti-fatty diet throughout his childhood.
Good.
Farouk was never heavy in his early years, but Daddy Dearest warned the royal bloodline had a propensity to suddenly become fat if diet was broken.
So it is like Bam Margera.
Yeah. A little bit of a genetic curse. He's like, son, every day for breakfast you gotta have 14 boiled eggs with the shell still on. And then after 2 lucky cigarettes, you gotta eat another 31. And it's just like an old-timey.
That's
like,
a non-fatty diet to you? Cody, do you know what diets are?
Do you know what fat is?
Cody, I'm into it. It's fine.
Whites.
I'd eat that for breakfast, but I'm not a psychopath. What you got to do is order 5 eggs and then order 5 on the side because you don't want the wait staff judging you, especially if you're in the Outback and you just want to smell that pump-nick. Okay?
Or you got to do something like, can I get an omelet with a side of eggs?
I'd be like, sir, we don't do breakfast. In fact, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. We got a French onion soup. You can bring your own egg and drop it in there.
Just get me those eggs. I need them for my pocket for later. 2 furs. 2 furs on eggs.
Let's do it.
When Farouk was asked to try his hand at proper schooling, he is up-and-coming prince. It was like, how about you go to fancy prep school? Farouk was irritated when he asked his professors for the answers to the exam he was taking, and the professors wouldn't give it to him. He's like, what? What do you mean you will not give me the answers to this exam? I am the goddamn Prince of Egypt.
So you're saying he invented Google?
He wanted everyone around him to be his personal Google.
Well,
right.
Tom,
like, I don't need to know this. I got someone for this.
Mm-hmm. Tom, you just mentioned Google. You know that application called Google Lens where you can like take a picture of some shit and it like shows you like where you can buy it?
I haven't used it, but
yeah, no, apparently I opened it up the other day and you can slide over and it says homework. So you just like take a picture of your homework.
Good.
And
you know what?
Good. You the answer.
Good. Fuck homework. Fuck it. If you actually want to do something with your life, do it. If someone tells you to fill out a piece of paper, fuck them.
Farouk was just like, I don't need to know what 4 times 5 is because there's always going to be a royal fuckwit somewhere I can ask to do the head maths for me.
Yeah,
true.
That's how great leadership works.
So Farouk's professors suggested that he, hey, dude, how about you learn for yourself instead of hoping there's a lackey around you to do head math?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Farouk was just like, no, fuck that noise to Jupiter and back. And Farouk was a truant for the predominant remainder of his schooling. He favored shopping sprees, soccer games, restaurants, and brothel hopping when, instead of studying.
Wait,
I mean, I think if that was an after-school activity, brothel hunting, I would join that club.
Brothel hopping, Travis.
Yeah.
Brothel hunting is a very dark activity. But look, to be honest with you, like, you're lying to yourself if you think that that's bad.
How he spent his school days?
He's a 14-year-old royal person.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants. If he was in school learning, you'd have a fucking psycho on your hands. And he might be out there banging, doing all that royal stuff, checking out different flavors of tea, because I know they're into that. But at least you know he's being honest.
Yeah. And an ancient alien.
He's not... Farouk's private tutor realized when the first bit of critical thinking was required for the day's lesson, Farouk would shut down and just be like, hey, how about instead of you and me thinking, how about I treat you to a scenic joyride across the Egyptian countryside? You know what I mean? Like this would be his ploy to get out of like the day's lesson with his tutor. It's just like, how about I take you in my fresh whip once around the country?
Yo, you see all that sand? Like basically, if you like going to the beach, Egypt is a giant beach.
Mm-hmm.
You could go anywhere you want.
With a lot less water.
No, well, you don't need water. I mean, what's the best part of the beach? It's hanging out in the sand.
Travis,
not necessarily going in the water.
Travis, I'm disgusted that you would say something like that. Everyone
Why?
likes the water. The average American, I've seen the polls. These numbers are in. Most people want the entire sand paved. They just want asphalt into water. This is true. Everyone, the polls are in.
Yeah, but see,
97% of Americans who give a shit want that done.
They don't even want to go into the water, though. They just want to be out in the sun getting skin cancer. And what better place to do that in the middle of the desert?
But you can do it better on asphalt, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm so hot. Oh, a good thing we're in Egypt because there's a big pyramid. I can hang out in the shade.
I don't know what's up with pyramids. I mean, we know aliens put them there, but why?
Stop it.
Why did they put them there? Continue, Cody. I'm interested to hear more about this.
Yeah,
so you were just saying how Farouk would bring his teachers out to visit the ancient alien artifacts.
It would be kind of like his like squid ink cloud to stop himself from thinking. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
check out the Sphinx.
Most young boys his age have to use their closet and an iPad that their school gave them to masturbate for several hours on end to do that same thing. So this guy's getting cultured. Oh, a big crime on Farouk. He's going out and getting cultured, and everyone else is hiding in their dirty laundry, jerking it off on school property.
Farouk does get the Farfignugan high. Like,
what is that?
Farfignugan?
That's the joy of driving.
Yeah, he gets that.
Okay.
He's just like, yeah, cars. And cars kind of a new thing in Egypt right now.
Right.
Yeah, they've been around, but it's just like you kind of got to be a big deal to have your own car.
Yeah.
So Farouk is kind of like one of the only people that has his own car that isn't like, the jalopy beater that you usually see in Egypt.
You know how like once people invented cars, they wanted to pimp that ride. They wanted to put the ground effects on. They wanted to make it lower. They wanted to make it sick, put spoilers on it. Do you think that in Egypt, before they had cars, they did the same thing to camels?
What, bedazzled them?
Like
put
lower
nuts
them,
on them?
Lower them, put some lights.
I've seen camels on bags. That's cool, right?
Yeah, put some lights, some ground effects dangling off its stomach.
So what are you saying? When you put like truck nuts on a camel, it's because you castrated it, and then you put some fresh nuts on there, some disco balls for the whole world to see, for the eye-level disco?
Oh, cool. You have a car that's like dropped on 22s. My car can spit on you.
Yeah.
From 14 feet away.
Yeah. That's cooler.
From the left turn lane, I can spit on you.
It's funny, too. Actually, I just got to go back to that point you had made earlier about how funny he was by bringing horses into the house. He could have brought a car in. So,
Yeah.
Oh, horse with wheels.
Yeah, so horses are funny for that purpose only.
Yeah, all right. On April 28th, 1936, Daddy Dearest, Fuad, dies of a heart attack. And, Farouk is suddenly a 16-year-old king that has no idea how to be how. He wasn't paying attention all the times where it's just like, son, this is how you rule. This is how you rule, like, one of the oldest countries in the world. And he's like, yeah, whatever, Dad. And he's, like, masturbating to something on his Nintendo Switch.
Dad, you want to see how many hard-boiled eggs I can stuff in my mouth?
Well, Dad's been doing that every morning for the last 30 years, and that's why he's dead in the sand. You stupid idiot. Go eat a salad, Farouk, if that is your real name.
It is. Along with the crown, Farouk also inherits Daddy's acreage, which is a lot. 1/7 of all of the farmable land in Egypt, by the way. So a lot of Nile, riverside real estate.
The prime green.
That good stuff.
Did he also get the place where the mummy happened?
No.
But in the Mummy 2, there was a bunch of an oasis. If you remember that, it's an important part. So I'd assume that he would own that oasis where the pygmy mummies came out of. So he owns the pygmy mummies.
You don't need an oasis if you just have the Nile.
Did Farouk shake hands with the mummy for a photo op?
There's no mummies in this episode. There's no fucking aliens. Stop it.
Could Farouk unhinge his jaw and make a sandstorm form into his face?
Did he put the sandcastle in the house?
Depending on the source, Farouk had either 5 or 12 palaces, 200 cars, 2 yachts, $100 million, a.k.a. about $2-ish billion in current day equivalent. Did I say dollars? I probably meant pounds there. Excuse me. 100 million pounds, a.k.a. About 2 billion pounds in modern day equivalent. Farouk's biographer William Stadium once wrote, "Yet no pharaoh, no Mameluke, no Khedive ever began a reign with such unquestionable, enthusiastic goodwill as King Farouk, and none was as unprepared to rule. Here was a completely sheltered, virtually uneducated 16-year-old expected to fill the spats of his wily, politically astute father in a loaded tug-of-war between nationalism, imperialism, constitutionalism, and monarchy."
Okay, so you're telling me that Egypt is not as stable as it is supposed to be at the time?
Britain's in there fucking shit up, Travis. You know how they operate. You know how they roll.
But they let him skirt by, right?
It depends.
Is Britain getting on his case? Are they like, hey, man, we get it.
Yes.
You have a lot of cars. Yes. You play some of the funniest jokes here, but we're England. And we're about to have, like, John Cleese happen. You got to chill out, okay?
Very good. So, great opportunity for a segue. I want to talk about the British ambassador to Egypt. His name is Lampson. Lampson! He's the Brit in Egypt, and he's the guy that Britain sent there is like, this is Egypt. This is the king. Give him what he wants, but make sure he plays by the English playbook. So it's kind of like that arrangement. It's like, does he need money? Give it to him within reason. Does he need manpower? Give it to him within reason. Does he need insight or intellect or wisdom? Like, give it to him with reason. But make sure he only does things that either benefit or leave Britain neutral. He can't make policies against Britain. And that is Lampson, the ambassador's entire job.
Okay,
at
so
the right-hand side of this monarchy.
So is Lampson, let me ask you, is Lampson like a hunky, sort of buff, manly dude? The kind of dude who's like, dude, I got a Peloton. I don't even look at the screen. I just listen to Joe Rogan's podcast and run.
And still pay the premium.
Right. Is he that kind of guy?
He is a machismo fuerte guy, but he is also playful.
Okay, well that's good then, because like then this is going to work out. Because I'm going to say if they send some fucking tea drinking weenie.
Oh, he's not a weenie.
Okay, that's all I'm checking for. And
is
nothing against the British folk. I know they like their tea, and when I say that, I mean like one of those thin types. You know, one of those type that just like you just can't. Like I don't care. Like get out of my bar. Like
Britain put Lampson there because he was the guy that didn't take no ifs, ands, or buts, or fucks.
So gotcha. Lampson's a Jeremy Clarkson. He's just out there. He's like, in the world.
Right.
And then saying something racist and getting fired or something.
That's what makes it funny. That's what makes it a man's man. Okay.
Let's just think Lampson is actually just Jeremy Clarkson's like great-great-grandfather.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to clear that up.
Exactly the same way, looks the same thing, and just imagine Jeremy Clarkson as Lampson.
I just thought that would be important to ask because you painted about like this whole like Farouk's got to be a man's man, so are they going to send some guy who doesn't fit the narrative, but he does, so that's good. So now they're going to be buddies. Britain,
or maybe it might be a little staticky.
Well, does it come off all right first? Like, is it a happy hand job? But then you realize that the hand job only lasts about 30 seconds.
Tom, I'm thinking it's like whenever you see those two bros in like in a gym. And one of them does a little like butt slap or something, and then the other one turns around and he's like, "Fuck, bro."
Okay,
like the two macho bros. Like,
try to suck my dick,
butt, bro.
Yeah, I've been there.
Trying to touch my dick from underneath my butt cheeks.
I know that situation. That guy's really annoying. He keeps hitting my. I stopped going to that gym. So yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So we got this English guy, ambassador Lampson, hard ass. He was the ambassador to King Fuad, Farouk's dad. So he's been around the block. He knows what to do.
Yeah.
But more importantly, when Lampson was advising and being an ambassador with Fuad, Farouk was always just kind of in the background getting into mischief. Like, Lamson and King Daddy would try and talk shop, and Farouk would be in the background, like shoving his eyeballs into like a wall socket, or like trying to swallow an entire ottoman. And like Fuad had to be like, "Son, you behave yourself." So Lamson,
you're gonna be king, you fucking idiot.
Get that out of your mouth.
But this ottoman tastes good.
I speak Turkish.
So Lamson is there when Daddy scolds Farouk all these times. So Lamson's pet name for Farouk is Naughty Boy. Because
Naughty
Farouk
boy!
is always in the background fucking around. And the thing is, Lamson unfortunately cannot break dishing out this pet name once Farouk has ascended to the throne. So you have the English ambassador just being like, and now introducing His Majesty King Farouk I, Naughty Boy. And like, he's just kind of doing it because he's just like, oh, I can't help myself. But he's also being like, I knew who you, like how you started out with, you spoiled prick.
Do you know where I'm from?
Like uproots.
Do you know
Naughty
where
boy.
I'm from? We will fuck every country. I'm gonna twist this knife as I can and as I please, naughty boy. How's it going, naughty boy? Let's go out for a drive. I know you like to go for drives out to them big old periods. Let's talk about periods. Let's talk about ancient aliens. What? No, let's be naughty about it.
Stop it.
Ancient aliens came down and gave us the bad dragon. Oh, vibrating and fuzzing upon yourself
I'll be
like
positive.
a sick man. See, I would do that too. I would have a hard time breaking that habit. Like, I get where he's coming from.
Let's make horrible pet names for each other and then be unable to break that habit of calling each other that.
Okay, quick. Lightning round. What's Travis, you are cum lightning. And, And Cody, you are surf and tizurf, which is not as fun, but you have to break that mold, is what I'm saying.
I'll be surf and derp.
Surf and derp, that's much funnier. Yeah, sorry, lightning round's real rough.
And then, Tom, you're crouton crispy.
Good day.
Crouton crispy.
I'll take it.
And Mike can be Dilf.
He's not here. He's not here. I can't
doesn't matter. Can't even talk about Dilf.
4000.
Can't even talk about Dilf.
Dilf 4000. All right. So I want you to remember Lamson. Lamson is ambassador, tough guy. He's one of the only people who can tell the fucking king what to do because the king is taking British aid and the king has to take that aid and then in exchange play by the British handbook.
Right.
So Lamson is like, you do what I say, boy.
Mm-hmm.
You do what I say, naughty boy. So Farouk, as a man that already has thousands of acres of lands, dozens of palaces, and hundreds of cars, the youthful king often traveled to Europe just for grand shopping sprees.
That's fun. Why else would you go to Europe? Yeah. Culture? Fucking give me a break.
I probably
you gotta every water is bottled. Every sandwich has got some weird caveat or a note on it.
Why is there a toothpick in this sandwich?
I don't know. They comes out of the panini press with a fucking please save me. I'm in the basement. I don't want to help anyone. I'm not going to Europe.
Tom, you can't knock the two things. Currywurst, come on, it's a hot dog with curry on it. And second of all, you can't knock the plowman sandwich, which I think is just cucumbers, onions, and like salad cream.
Tobacco and onion sandwiches.
God damn!
Come on, you can't knock that. That's good cuisine.
I don't know if our listeners know this, but Travis, you spent some time over in the UK. You were in Wales, correct?
Yeah, some of the best food I ever ate, dog.
And you spent a long time there. You were there for almost a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A little over a year.
So when Travis says something that slips out like salad cream, and our American listeners are like, what's a salad cream? It's something really sick people use on their salad. That's all. That's all I'm getting.
No, you put it on sandwiches, dog.
Yeah, put it on your salad.
Salad for a sandwich.
No, a salad sandwich cream. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. It's just like, it's a genuine thing that Travis, he hasn't watched Monty Python or Fawlty Towers too many times. He's been there.
Salad cream.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sorry,
Farouk
Cody.
is loose. Farouk is loose with the royal purse string. So he's doing the shopping sprees, and then he's doing like these fine dinings while whilst out on said shopping spree.
Right.
So notably, Farouk eats 600 Copenhagen oysters a week.
See, he's there for the cuisine. And a Copenhagen oyster did not come from the ocean.
Where'd it come from?
Oh, like a Rocky Mountain oyster?
No, I was thinking about more texture-wise.
You were thinking about Nathan's hot dogs?
I was thinking about a place you'd put Nathan's hot dogs, multiple ones.
Vaginas.
Have the said person push out the multiple Nathan hot dogs. You got it, Tom.
You are talking about a vagina.
Yeah.
So, flying 600 Copenhagen oysters in a week. Two things. Holy fuck, that's a lot of money in, the oyster and the fact that you're flying them in like every fucking week. But
well, that's because I told you, Cody, those oysters, it's the Wayfare of the time, right? Because like Wayfare, you buy the $11,000 Cynthia,
Oh yeah.
cabinet. And it's
With
actually a sex worker.
Right.
I hate when they make that mistake.
It's a weird code, though, because you get the cabinet in, and you think you're getting a Cynthia, and you get a 27-year-old Gregory. And it's like,
why is
dude,
a hole in the cabinet?
Yeah, guy, I get that you went to college, but do you really need this much help?
Well, Epstein didn't graduate.
Well, Epstein didn't need to graduate. Epstein had it figured out. There are certain things we can look at Epstein and go, good idea. Other things we should...
What, Tom? Enlighten me. What's the good idea?
He got people to pay for his entire life.
Through sex trafficking minors.
That's the part that's bad. But what I'm saying is that the fact that he's able to smooth talk and figure it out, it's like, look, he's not, we all know he's not a good guy. That's not the surprise. But the surprise is in between the lines.
Surprise is that Copenhagen oysters were never food. Cody, continue.
With that, yes.
So along with oyster slurping and slimy poops, oysters not part of that anti-fat king diet that's going on. So your boy Farouk starting to get a dumper.
Right.
How do you
get fat on oysters?
It's the curse of the kings. It's the curse of the Egyptian kings. You eat this specific diet. If you don't, you start ballooning up until you're fucking 600 pounds. You go back on the diet, it'll click back. But if you stray from this diet, you'll end up being 600 pounds. It's just the genetics observed of this royal family.
I forgot the ancient aliens had half the stomach size as regular humans, thus making them beef up
more
efficient
efficient
food.
Yeah, they didn't poop. It just kind of came out in little pellets through pores in their fingernails.
Ew.
Ancient aliens. Research. Do your research. Don't just fucking walk in here.
Wake up.
Shut up. Back on the topic of foolhardy luxury, Farouk's everyday rider was a red 1947 Bentley Mark VI.
Great.
Farouk made it illegal for any other car in Egypt to be painted red. Excuse me.
Well, that's
dumb.
Yeah, Zwick, if you want to put some honking noises over those burps, but that's pretty self-indulgent. Like, I'm the red guy. Yeah.
I'm the guy with the red car. Yeah, that's me. Prince of Egypt.
Yeah. Honk, honk. Still pathetic sounding 1940s fucking horn.
Auga.
Like, it's me, the king.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You're the king, and, they say red cars are more likely to get pulled over. You're not getting pulled over because you're king naughty boy.
If you are the king, keep in mind, if you're the king of a state like this, in which you're allowed to do whatever you want, imagine getting pulled over. You can make that cop give you a blowjob. Like, right there. You could be like, done made me late. Suck my penis.
Wow.
You wouldn't even have to say suck my penis. You just pull down your pants and just like make an eye motion.
And the officer would go like, I'm fired anyway. I just don't want to die.
Yeah.
Let me have the tip of that cock.
Your Majesty.
Yes. Sorry, Cody. Keep going.
The one exception to this red vehicle rule is military vehicles can be painted red that are serving in the motorcade that protects the red Bentley.
Shit's got a color match, dude.
Yeah, so you can have a military Jeep, but that Jeep has to be on duty protecting the Bentley. So Farouk pretty much made it so is you see a red car, that means I'm driving over you.
Yeah, it's a nice target if you want to blow up his car.
Yeah, for assassins.
And now
I like
this
that.
is,
I didn't think about that.
and this is 1940s. So there's he has 200 cars. You said right?
Yep,
Right.
Wait,
so
this is 19...
This is
47.
47.
Yeah.
Okay, so 47.
47.
Wait, we
there's
skipped over
200
the war,
cars.
though? Sorry, we skipped over the whole World War II because there was fighting down in Egypt with World War II.
Cody hates the wars. He doesn't like talking about wars. He likes peaceful shit. I was going to say, if this guy has 200 cars, there's probably about 400 cars in Egypt.
No, Travis, we don't skip over that. I think it was 1937, and I made a typo. Thank you for pointing that out.
Caught you in the lie because Hitler's just coming to power.
Thank you for letting me know.
Gonna be chilling down in Egypt, seeing them pyramids.
I should have known there was something wrong because the next slide starts in 1937.
Well, also, Cody, you know who also likes ancient aliens? Hitler.
Farouk's coronation was done up in Cairo, July 20th, 1937. Farouk did up lavish parades and firework displays. I'm king now! Yippee! Who died? Farouk subsidized the steamship fare into Cairo via the Nile to boost his coronation attendance numbers.
So I'm imagining little naughty boy king like Steamboat Willie right now, just on a steamship.
Gonna get my crown today, be king for real. Hell yeah. During his coronation speak, Farouk once famously said, "The poor are not responsible for their poverty, but rather the wealthy. Give to the poor what they merit without their asking. A king is a good king when the poor of the land have the right to live, when the sick have the right to be healed, when the timid have the right to be tranquil, and when the ignorant have the right to learn."
So more progressive than modern day American politics.
Very progressive and earnest sounding until you realize Farouk is an asshat that uses ghostwriters.
Right.
He didn't actually write this. This is just lip service. One of his tutors asked him to feed the crowd.
I was going to guess that is a...
It's too eloquent.
That is a ghostwriting thing. He doesn't think like that. This guy is just saying gamer words.
Did you hear that essay? My dad has many ministers, and I have a cat.
Right, exactly. So this guy is just saying gamer words and going, "Let's go that way."
Oh, no.
This way, I got pudding one time. Let's go in the pudding direction.
Do hit me up on twitch.com/pudding.
One time I went to a store and there was ladies in it. Turned out to be a brothel. What? That's how he's talking. He's just like, people poor, who cares? Get their own pussy.
On August 24th, 1937, our boy Farouk announces his intention to court and marry a daughter of an respected Alexandria judge.
But I don't have a daughter. Uh-oh. Sorry, that's...
He did this in opposition to marrying outside royalty or taking a lady of the Egyptian upper crust. So he's going this commoner route. You know what I mean? Which is, as a king, you're allowed to do, but some people might frown if you do your commoner.
All right, but hear me go. Like, if I was a king, right, and I was like born into some stupid nobility, I'd definitely go to the commoners. I'm just saying, most of the other royalty probably looks fucking really dumb. They probably have
inbred.
Yeah, inbred nastiness going on. I want to get some nice lady.
Nice commoner poon, right, Travis? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great album name, Common Poon.
I mean, shout out to all those monarchs and nobles, like, was it the King of England with Simpson?
Travis, they don't need shout outs. They don't need our approval. They're better than us. Do you not understand?
They need heralds. Harold.
I came out of the womb knowing I was scum. How dare you not have that same sentiment?
I mean, well, that is why they invented the slip and slide.
Get back in that womb. Come out
it was a birthing
better.
device. It was a birthing device, and it's supposed to be aligned with the gutter.
Splish baths, splish splash. I can't even say it. Splish splash. You should feel my wrath, as I am the king, and I'm going to take that rye bread.
Yeah. So now King Smash. King Naughty Boy Smash.
King is eyeballing some commoner poon. Thing is, commoner poon is only 15, the daughter of the judge. And sure, today that's a little cringe because that number's too low. But back in the day, with foreign royalty, 15 is still cringily too young. This is 1937. Yeah. It's just like, dude, what do you do? Like,
stop.
This is Egypt. It's British Egypt, but fucking it's 15, dude. Like, no.
So is Jeremy Clarkson at this point like, oh no, mate, you can't do that, mate?
Jeremy Clarkson really doesn't care because that's that's Farouk's personal life. But the other advisors were like, well, dude, what's
hey, Farouk, I guess she's kind of cute for like a kid. You know, I just noticed that she walked in here with some Vans that she was coloring on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I see that she's really into Alkaline Trio.
Oh.
Are you into Alkaline Trio? Do you want to paint her Vans with her? Are you ready to live that lifestyle? Are you willing to
Kissing?
Are you ready to toss in the creep towel that quickly?
Oh.
Hey Farouk, could you turn your attention to the TV over there? Oh, okay, cool. There's a show on called Drive-Ins and Diners. What's that show? You know that
Diners,
show.
Drive-ins and dives.
And then the lesson that he needs to learn, Guy Fieri, just wait. Just put it in the chili pot. Just put it in the crock pot. Wait.
Mm-hmm. Just wait.
Wait.
So Farouk is like, hey, everyone, I'm going to marry this 15-year-old. And everyone's just like, the royal advisors are just like, my liege. Ooh. And Farouk is like, what's the matter? Come on.
Cody, your face turned into that. You. I don't know how you did that. You just turned into that. That's the fucking Leonardo DiCaprio fucking meme. Where he's like, from Django, where he's like, ooh.
You have my curiosity. Or my
Cody, your acting chops just now were very fantastic. Don't try to replicate it. You'll never get that performance again.
I've been drinking.
Cody,
coming back from an LSD trip.
I think you could eat a raw fish and win an Oscar, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Let's make it happen. Patreon. Get us to like $400, and I'll just eat like a quarter pound of raw fish.
Oh, God.
I'll do poke.
That's an interesting take, I suppose.
Sorry, I cut you off. Keep going.
No, it's good enough. Farouk was like, come on. Farouk was like, what's the matter? Isn't this a perk of being royal? We get to marry middle schoolers, right? I get this. This is me, right? Monarchy. And Farouk's advisors were just like, buddy, a king taking a young wife was usually done to preserve a royal lineage or maybe to pacify and unify two kingdoms. But because you're chasing commoner poon, you're just a pedophile. And Farouk's like, oh.
To which you would back up to Copenhagen.
How about I marry her and not like it too much?
What if I beat her up a lot? Would that show you how much I don't care for her?
What if I ate really tiny sandwiches and lost a lot of weight? Would that make it better?
What if we went to Adventureland all the time, and I only went on the rides that she wasn't tall enough to get on?
Wow, that's mean.
Yeah.
That's fucking mean as hell.
Yeah.
I recognize
really mean.
That's
I recognize that this common poon is not ready for a real relationship. We're getting married for future's sake. I don't know. I can't put words in this fat ass's mouth.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help. I'm painting a picture. Maybe the picture is not accurate, but we're having fun. Are we not?
Yes. As it turns out, the bride-to-be's father was not in favor of the union. Why? Because 15.
Yeah, but wouldn't your dad be so, like, I don't know. All right, I get it. Like, it's your daughter. But at the same time, like, that's the king. He's got like $2 billion.
But Travis,
like, I don't know if I'm not. No, but I'm not a parent. But if I had a daughter and she was like 15 years old and Jeff Bezos was like, yo, I want to marry her, be like, yeah, sure, get out of here.
I would probably do it. I would okay it out of fear of a drone strike of sorts. Like, not really because I'm okay with it or I'm trying to chase the money. I'm like, oh, great, one of the most powerful men in the world is trying to cradle rob on my joint.
Yeah.
All right, let it go. I'm not trying to get my other kids killed.
Right.
So the daughter's 15. The Alexandria judge in question was just like, that's my daughter. She's 180 months old. Please don't marry her.
Ugh.
And the dad was just like, bye. My family made this up just now, but we have a vacation to Beirut tomorrow. Bye. Bye, King Farouk. Yeah, forever. So the next day, this family that was like hightailing it to Beirut, of all places to hightail it to. Farouk calls the Alexandria police and has the judge arrested.
See, all he had to do was say, sure. And then he would have had a lot of money. Now he's going to be killed, and his fucking child is still going to be married off.
He's
to the
too
fucking...
good of a dad. He's too good.
Oh, come on. Strategy.
Farouk
Play some chess, buddy.
Farouk was arrested and then bribed to make the wedding official as father and judge. So it wasn't like, oh, you're arrested and now I'm going to kill you. It's, you're arrested, let me sweeten the deal, and then now I'm your 15-year-old daughter's husband. Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh, see, I thought he would have come straight out. I'm thinking Naughty Boy King Farouk would have come straight out and be like, here's a mill, dog. But he had to play this game.
Well, you say a mill, but the thing is, Farouk made this proposal legitimate on his future wife's 16th birthday. Farouk rolls up in an Alfa Romeo, gives his sweetheart a diamond ring worth $50,000 in a modern day equivalent, and then he also hands her a separate dowry payment, which is another $50,000. So he's like, he has money, he has a ring, and you're my wife. And also Farouk was like, hey, baby girl, wouldn't it be so romantic if I went ahead and changed your name to start with an F? Because I saw your name did start with an F, and everyone in my family's name starts with an F. So you're Farida now. Went ahead and took care of that for you.
From the Little Rascals?
Yeah.
So he's like, you're my wife, and I changed your name. Hi, Farida. She's just like, oh, okay, money.
All right, that's a flex. That's like a man that's wearing a Supreme jacket and a waistcoat.
Mike?
I would say this is creepy, but I think I have asked Gabriella to change her name to Tabriella like 4 or 5 times. She's not doing it, but I'm working on it.
Exotic.
Yeah.
Tabriella.
Frida means the one and only. And it's like,
so like Chesney Hawk, like, you are the one and only.
The one and only. You are my one and only wife. By the way, have you seen the royal harems? So
he's got harems, though. Of
course he's got harems.
That's that David Copperfield oysters you were talking about before.
Of course he's got harems. So he's like, oh, you're the one and only, but by the way, I'm a king. I have harems and side chicks.
Smart.
Outside,
you know what I mean? They say diversify. If you're going to invest in stocks, diversify.
Portfolio. Outside the Ras El Tin Palace, when the wedding was announced, 22 people were fucking pancaked to death. And another 140 were severely injured in the stampede.
Wait, what happened?
Wait, what?
Yeah, the king was just like, we're getting married. He made it a public announcement at this palace, Ras El Tin Palace. And everyone of the Egyptian commoners went ape shit, flocking to like the announcement. 22 people flattened to death. Another 140 people hurt.
Like
in
a
this
crowd
stampede.
rush?
So,
okay,
stampede.
wow.
This is like, oh my God, the king is getting married. Wow. Kill everyone.
So Farouk is like, he's like PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how you jumped to that and not the Xbox Series 1 or whatever it's called.
I don't think anyone cares for that system.
No.
I don't think Xbox has the demand. I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot by making such operating systems such as Windows much before they made the Xbox. I think it's a doomed business venture in the long run.
Now, if only Linux could come out with a gaming system, we would have the ultimate gaming system.
Yeah, dude, I got fucking Load Runner on Linux. It's sick.
Ooh.
I got Cyberpunk 1932.
Is that just L.A. Noir, but with like all the subtitles taken out and the text?
It's just L.A.
Guess what's happening?
It's L.A. Noir, but you can pick the size of your dick.
Ooh, I like that.
Floppy. I'm going to smoke a cigarette out of my urethra. Congratulations, you've won the game on hard mode.
Why does it whistle like that?
It just can't stop. You stand in the wind in a certain way, like a beer bottle on a beach. You are going to be blasting out tunes.
On the 20th of January 1938, Farouk married Farida in an exorbitant public spectacle. Cairo was lit up via colored floods. perched on boats and buildings alike. The Nile looked like a Christmas tree from goddamn space. So it's just like, I'm getting married. Run up the power bill. Do Christmas lights on outside for no reason.
Launch them scarabs.
Gotcha.
Try not to get them to crawl up your leg into your brain.
It's a more grandiose and happy occasion than that.
I don't know. That sounds pretty happy to me.
So the following November, Frida gives birth to Princess, wait for it, Fariel.
Fariel? Like Ariel, but with a F in front of it, like a failed
because
Ariel?
F's are lucky. F's are lucky.
I was thinking like Ariel from The Little Mermaid, except she's like a frog human.
Or a furry.
Fariel.
Oh, guess what? Underwater, on top of water, I'm just a regular human, but then I put my fursuit on and jump in the lake.
And now I'm a wet dog.
Let it go.
Yeah. That's a different Disney show.
What's your favorite Disney movie, guys?
There is no... it's fucking The Hunchback of Notre Dame. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. The budget was insane. The story is great. The characters are amazing. It doesn't end the usual way, but it also takes its own Disney, fun way out.
All right. Well, Cody, you failed because that's a trick question. You're not supposed to answer that one.
As a 32-year-old man, I should not have answered that one.
Yeah, that was a trick question.
As a 32-year-old man, it's Mulan. That's
a good one, too.
It's got Ed Murphy as a dragon. It's got Chinese
Let's get down
people.
to business.
Tom, you can't give me those eyes. You're the one that's like, I went to Disney World and now I think I really like it.
Didn't watch a single movie. I went to Disney Springs, a place where they have
on Travis
plenty
for
of...
showing... Just big ups on Travis for showing restraint and not saying Pocahontas with the thing it likes to fuck.
Dude, that's X-rated material.
And he's not really into the movie, he's into the character.
Yeah, character development.
Outside the movie. Clearly.
Character development.
Right. Developing a raccoon to wrap around your penis.
Why did they make the stuffed animals child size?
That's a great question. Cody, continue.
It was larger than a regular raccoon. They made the stuffed animal larger than a regular raccoon.
So Farouk has a princess. And Farouk is like, hello, dumb wife. Little girl can't be king. You fucked up my order. Do it again, please. Full Karen mode. He's looking at his, pretty much, fresh teenage wife.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, you fucked up the royal order.
Right. She's getting all burnt out by 16. Idiot. Very cool.
Yeah. I asked for a son. That is a vagina. You did wrong. You fucked my order up. Do it again.
Why'd you give birth in the back of that Hot Topic?
Six pumps. 6 pumps of caramel, please.
Dude, no. Wow. All right. And then this is my town. I worked in a coffee shop for a little bit out here in Portland because I'm from
It's what you
Portland
do in Portland.
Now, right?
It's what you do in Portland.
People from that region of the world, white mochas. 7 pumps of white mocha
That's
sauce.
racist. Fuck you. That's racist.
No, I don't know what it is.
Travis.
It's not racist.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if that white mocha comes from that area, but I'm just saying.
It's observant. Travis is being observant.
White mocha, no whipped cream. If you put whipped cream on that shit, they will yell at you.
Why?
I don't know. I think they think it's girly.
It's disrespectful.
It's that macho thing.
Yeah, they're getting a white mocha. They're getting a white mocha. Hey, let me get a dress to wear, but you better not give me a purse because that's girly. You piece of shit. What the fuck is that?
Dude,
continue,
extra hot, no whipped cream.
Yeah.
Fine.
Call me a racist. It's observant. Thank you, Tom.
Here's the thing. I was going to call you a racist, but I was about to challenge you. It's just Travis, what would a Hawaiian person take from Starbucks?
Coffee shop.
I feel they would take chai.
I don't know.
And I would fall for that every time because I'm a dumb sucker for chai.
I have seen a few Hawaiians come in, and they usually just order something with an insane amount of sugar, like diabetic coma. It's like they'll get
you don't get diabetes.
Like a caramel frappuccino with fucking 8 extra pumps of fucking sugar.
Let me ask you something. What do the Jews get in there?
They ask for their cash back.
I was going to say trick question. They don't go there. Why would they go there when they have perfectly good
Duncan.
I'm using the term perfectly good because this is all I've heard my entire life.
This is a horrible.
I got perfectly good coffee right here at Dunkin' Donuts.
No, Tom, they go there because they can get cash back and not get the fee from the ATM.
Oh, that's new though. That's how you gain second in command in Hollywood.
Like,
Let's continue.
I feel horrible wanting to like compliment a racist joke. You know what I mean? It's just like it's good though.
It's not racist.
Well, if you're handing out passes.
There's no passes. I'm not Jewish anymore.
I'm an atheist.
I denounced my Judaism a long time ago. I don't care for Jews. They bother me.
So he's like, need mail. Farouk, your boy, is just like, idiot wife, need mail, son. You do wrong. Do again, but better. So 1940 rolls around, and, excuse me, Mummy Dearest does another big, goofy pelvic sneeze, and out falls another princess. Oh, no. It's the very obviously female princess, Fawzia. Who is a vagina user and can't have the throne because Egypt.
Cody, just call them girls.
Yeah, is that like a vape
vagina user?
Vagina user.
Some say the user lives outside the net. One thing's for sure, vagina.
What Travis said. But fun insert Cody a trivia fact. Did you know the 50-50 coin flip of being boy or girl happens inside the dad balls? The mom has no say if you're boy or girl. So when like the king's like, my queen can't give me a son, it's just like, no, dude, your balls are fucking up and only shooting girls.
Well, yeah, right? Because that's the sperm takes the X or the Y, right?
Exactly. The female only has X eggs.
See,
like,
the thing
mom
that
has no say, which is kind of beautiful.
The thing that these stupid kings didn't realize is they just need to squeeze their left nut when they come, because like the left one has all the girls and the right one has all the guys.
Travis, do you know there's a fucking like silly fact that is almost as goofy as what you say?
Really?
Yes. Do you know the way to maximize boy and girl chances? So the Y chromosome, you can think of it as like an X chromosome with like, 1/4 of it fucking missing, because it's actually the shape of a Y versus the shape of an X.
Yep.
So the Y chromosome actually has a little bit less on it.
Yeah.
Less mass.
Downhill.
So the boys are actually, the boy sperms are a little bit lighter than the girl sperms.
So you need to come upside down.
That actually has a small effect on girl or boy, Travis.
Really? So if you fucking blast some bitch like upside down, like and shoot in it, like
who's on top? Answer me who's on top.
The women would be.
If the woman's on top, it is more likely.
No. The man's on top, shooting down.
If the man is on top, shooting down, it is very, very slightly, but very real. It's more likely that it will be a girl.
Bitch, get on top. I want them boys.
So if you want a boy, the Y chromosome would be lighter and have a small advantage racing to the egg if the bitch is on top.
No, I don't want any children. Just fucking chop my nuts off.
So just come in the ass, Travis. That was
come
the
in the
easier,
ass. But we've already
easier solution, but you've already removed your balls for some reason.
Cody, I've debunked that already. I have very strong swimmers. I'm afraid of busting in asses because they can break through the membrane.
Right. You want a child made of shit, and you want to put it in a basket. What I have to say to all this nonsense is that
Tom said.
It's just 50-50. Who cares?
Yeah.
You got a bunch of girls and you're a king.
Really close to 50.
That's a problem for you. You should just have more ladies.
Do you know what it look in Egyptian male super masculine like territory? That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing if you only shoot girl sperm. They look at your sperm and they're just like, it's sperm, but it's girl sperm. Not as masculine as it can be.
But
you're not a good king.
Imagine you're the king. You just found out you got another girl on the way. You're at the parlor getting your nails done because they do that there. And you're getting your eyebrows threaded because you're looking all sexy for a man. And you're coming in and just be like,
oh, yeah.
Guys, you should have seen what I blasted into the harem. It's all, these are all guys that are coming out of these ladies in the harem. Is that how Egyptians sound? I don't know. It's probably more Middle Eastern. Look
Facts
at
only.
What?
Facts only here.
Facts only. So look at the harems. I can't do a Middle Eastern accent. Look at the harems inside of their bodies. You got a baby boys. I shoot so many. Remember, harem 1, 2, 3. This is what I do. I don't play golf anymore. I shoot loads into harem. Okay? So many guys.
Yeah.
Got so many guys. You want a farm? I give you a farm load of babies. 4 guys. Peel corn for you all day.
All right, so he's blasting girls.
He starts to get ridiculed for only being able to blast girl sperm.
Great.
And he's just like, oh, I hate being made fun of that I only blast girl sperm.
You got
Royal
vaginas in your
physician.
cock. You bitch.
Yeah.
You fucking
He's
idiot.
like, oh, look who successfully like procreated their race. Mr. can only come girl sperm.
Why don't you have cocks coming out of your dick?
Yeah, dude, why are your sperms tucking their tail in? Fucking gay.
Yeah, Texas tuck. But
Oh, yeah.
he gets ridiculed. He's like, girly sperm comer. And he's like, I hate coming only girl sperm. And he goes to his royal physicians. And he's like, please help me come man sperm better. And his royal physicians is like, I got exactly what you need, chief, to come male sperm better.
It's
Nice.
called ancient alien technology.
Which is called
I don't know. I don't speak their language.
protein. It's
Protein?
just protein. It's just,
Oh.
dude, yeah, you want to come more man style? Eat more protein.
Like more oysters.
Yeah,
More
well,
oysters, more lamb, just chicken, just fucking
Not
get
pork.
it in. Just put more, man, not maybe.
pork.
Just more protein, more protein. Just gargle them egg beaters, boy.
Dude,
Then
you know
you'll-
what's great
you'll
about
start coming like a man.
Yeah, Cody, you know what's great about if a man needs more protein and they have a restrictive diet because of their religion, use your own cum.
Or cashews. Cashews
No,
work. Just
or your own cum.
guys.
That's got protein.
guys.
Tom,
What?
which nut would you like in your mouth? Travis's idea or my idea?
I was
Would you
gonna
like my nut?
How about this? You guys take a left nut and a right nut, and I'll take the sausage-shaped foods. Only
and Mike will be like, get off of me.
give me the Kafkas, give me the sausages, give me the kebabs. Everything is phallic. Phallic
Yeah.
proteins to
Phallic proteins
incentivize
taste
my
better.
semen to take shape. You understand?
Well, tadpoles.
Every time I shoot a load, 3 semen come out. By the time it has entered,
Wait, are you is that like down?
Yeah, there's
maybe?
3 semen,
No.
but they're all like Keanu Reeves Ghost Trail affected.
Yeah,
'cause
they're
that
all-
badass.
they're all fighting each other like Tron. It's 3 of them
leaving trails.
glistening in my digital gooisms.
And they're
what
screaming
happens?
like fucking Goku.
And the last survivor has taken the weapons and tools that the others have procured on the way out of my urethra, which is some kind
katanas
of
and shit,
Yes,
right?
exactly. It's a weapons closet of sort. By the end of the fight, he is ready for the egg.
Tom,
The
Screaming
egg
the
boss,
entire
which,
time.
Which most eggs have horns and have attitudes. Unfortunately, all of my semen have ended their journey on a sock or something
with
of
a
this sort. I'm
seppuku?
just getting ready.
Tom,
Yeah.
do you keep your dick in like a gun cabinet or something? Because that sounds very violent. You don't want anyone to accidentally misfire it.
Oh, this isn't my penis.
It's fine.
It's not.
Everything that's happening over here is fine. What's going on with Farouk, though? He went and he's eating paste out of a bucket like Joe Rogan.
He's trying
And
to be
he's
alpha.
telling other people how to live and stop painting their cars red.
So royal physicians are like, eat protein, come man better. Yes? And Farouk was like, I'll try anything to come more manly. So Farouk just pounds of this protein, this animal protein.
Whey powder.
Problemo, because animal protein really isn't on this stay skinny royalty diet that he's supposed to be adhering to.
Dude, but who
Farouk's
cares
just-
if he shoots a better nut than he
If
shoots
he
a better
shoots a
nut?
better nut, that's fine. He can inflate to 600 pounds, right?
600
Yeah.
Travis, he can
pounds.
just go to 600 pounds trying to come manly better.
Dude, that's
putting
too
all
much
his
because then his penis would be lost into oblivion.
Oh, but it would burst like a beacon on impact, and you could hear like the Egyptian national anthem.
Cody,
as cherubs screamed.
Cody, no, it doesn't burst like a beacon. The cum just dribbles out of one of his rolls, and he has to hurriedly shove it into the woman.
One of the rolls on his back, which is weird because it's like there must be a gas bubble somewhere if it comes out there.
Look, get in there. If he's backing up, like we're talking about a 600-pound king right now, correct?
Yes.
And he's 600 pounds.
Yes.
If by chance 450 pounds of that was semen, then we're talking about.
None of that works.
Why not?
You know by example. You know by first-hand experience that's not how that works.
We work differently. I'm not from Egypt.
No, we worked at the same time. I was in the other room with the binoculars.
Right. Well, either way, this is the man who's ready to sacrifice everything, even sacrifices, such as his diet, to make sure that he can come
more man better, right?
Yeah, come more men. He should just shit out little men.
So he just by himself without any woman, right?
Right.
Shit is like, look at this. I started to bud asexually. These are tiny midgets of me.
Well, he's like the Whopper.
They're delicious.
He's the Whopper. You cut off a piece of him and makes another.
Yeah, it just regenerates.
Great point.
So Farouk just shoves all this protein down his throat like a manly man and is like, yes. Gets to just imagine him being a fucking balloon for the rest of the episode that's going up and down. And at the peakity peak early on, it was 600, and he would lick back up there at that hefty ceiling of 600 pounds.
Jesus,
big boy.
He was just like he's there, and he's like, I'm on this fertility diet, and I'm just imagining a plump, sweaty Farouk making eyes at his still teenage wife. It's like, hi. Hello, how are you? His like multi-chin like just guttering the sweat off of it. Like, try baby making with me now.
Yeah.
Right. So this is why I don't understand why that man DJ Khaled he's not talented as a musician.
No, we all know that.
He's not attractive.
Hot
and
takes.
He's about 600 pounds.
I don't know if that's a hot take. I think that's just honesty speaking, which is okay, to be honest. He's just a fat piece of shit who wears Nikes and has. Does he have a podcast? Good. Fuck
he just
him.
started a podcast.
I hope he chokes on his microphone. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And
he won't eat pussy because
I love.
He said it. He was like, "I will not eat pussy. That's disgusting."
Well, you know what? Whatever. He's entitled to opinion. Maybe he'll suck a dick then.
Yeah.
So we're dealing with DJ Khaled right now. Okay. Miserable person.
Also, could you just imagine, Cody, what was that British gentleman's name? I forget.
Lamson.
So imagine Lamson being like, hey, naughty boy, you're looking pretty fat these days. Are you sure you're all right, fatty boy? Maybe I should change your name to Fatty Boy. And he goes, he's just shoveling protein into his mouth. Like from Taco Bell. He's just shoveling the protein bricks that they get into his mouth, and he's going, I'm trying to fuck better.
Yeah, that's him.
Lamson, what a guy.
Don't forget him. He'll be back.
Good.
Says, okay, try making love with me now. Maybe shoot better come, man. Prince come out of you next. And Farida was just like, oh, wow, you're a mess now. You're 600 pounds. I don't want to have sex with you now. And Queen, I don't know if you want to call her a queen, but let's just call her Queen Farida, goes off and gets herself a side guy.
Smart.
Yeah, because she's trying to live her life.
Farouk getting the hard C-U-C-K-E-D.
I don't even know if that's being cucked at that point, because, he's just disgusting.
He is disgusting.
I feel like a cuck, you know what I mean? There's I don't know.
Well,
he's just fucking gross. He's DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
Full circle. So the public wasn't aware of it, but the royal marriage is on the rocks. Farida got pregnant again and had another princess, Fadia. Oh, another F. Maybe Farouk's ? Might be the side guys. So it's one of those things where it's just you should thank your lucky stars that was a girl, because if it was a guy, that might be a bastard with a legitimate claim to your throne.
Right. That would be pretty fun, though. I mean, especially if he's the one who has to go out there and explain all these ancient alien architectures.
He's like, you see, it looks exactly like me. Got blue eyes. Blue eyes, blonde hair.
Just like me. I name him Fajan. For his name, he looks so much like King. This is now Ukrainian accent. I don't know how to do Egypt.
Clue what an Egyptian accent.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't even horse it in.
Yeah.
So your boy Farouk is just like, oh, I hate being cucked. This is the least manly thing other than eating wheelbarrows full of protein. So he's just like, I'm going hunting. And ladies and gentlemen, I present the two sweetest pictures of history of all time.
Okay.
Shown right now.
Sure, I would like
jealous?
to see this. Is this in
So
that?
here's him on his trying to like hype himself as a manly hunter.
Is that a bunch of ducks?
Those are
Yeah.
pheasants.
Look at all those dead birds.
He threw them all on the hood of his car. He's like, check out these birds I caught.
If this was fucking Halo, that'd be like a quintuple kill or like a road kill.
Yeah. Also, he doesn't look like he's 600 pounds.
He's ballooning. He balloons.
Okay. I was going to say, he wears those clothes pretty well. He looks like a chubber, but...
Travis, my friend Travis, take a look at this hunting picture. Is this not the epitome of manliness? Look at that build. He's got that fucking endomorphic, like, ooh. He just finished a flask of Southern Comfort. Look at that body.
He kind of
look at that.
He kind of looks like a fat version. Like in this picture, it's like imagine a fat version of Baby No Money wearing a diaper.
Where my grandparents live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the building across from theirs was built by a bunch of Russian fat men that look exactly like that. It's a 4-story building, and you can see several men like that hanging over the balcony at all times. Dressed in somehow
Southern
less
comfort.
clothing than that. So round, hairy men with stories to tell. This guy, he's funny still. He's still got funny to me. He's like Steve. Hi, I'm Steve. Welcome to shooting a pelican out of the Nile.
I think he does have swagger. He's very swag.
Yes, indeed.
Well, good for him.
I mean, I was picturing Don Vito here. You know what I mean?
Oh, God rest his soul.
No,
This guy's like, I don't know. Who's a smaller man than Don Vito?
I don't know. You can just
Not
call
many.
him. Well, his name starts with F at all times. If that's in question, Fondito.
Frankie Muniz.
Ooh,
Fondito.
Frankie.
Frankie
Large
Muniz.
Frankie Muniz.
Frankie Muniz, congratulations to him. He made it. He survived Malcolm the Middle. He's out of the middle.
He has amnesia from that show.
Yeah, because he did too many drugs as a child. Which, to be fair, I would
did
do
too.
that if Bryan Cranston was acting circles around me.
That guy cook real nice.
Yeah,
Well,
he made
Tom-
the meth. Don't look at my bald head. I did it fuck my wife.
Tom, you know that life is not fair. And Frankie Muniz knows that the most.
Yeah, let's continue, though, because I think this guy is Farouk. He's looking at me all weird.
Yeah.
So, Farouk would stare at Tom even weirder as World War II kicks off and Farouk gets super cross-eyed because he's torn. Farouk is something called an Italophile.
That means that he's like the Italians.
He loves the Italians.
Spaghetti ravioli. He does look like ravioli in pants.
Stuff full of halal lamb.
Yeah.
Italophile, a trait he inherited from his father. As a matter of fact, when Farouk became king, he fired all the British fucks and replaced them with Italian fucks. Just like, yeah, Italy the best. I like Italy.
You know, not enough
not
of my
Italian.
jewelry is getting stolen. I better hire Italian people.
Well, also, the Italians are just like water neighbors. Just go right across the water, you're right there in Italy.
You fucking racist.
That's geographic. That's nothing to do with racism. What I said was racist. What Travis said was not racist.
Yeah, that was like, hey, guess what? We both share the same pool.
I called them all thieves.
Like, no, imagine if you had a really cool neighbor, and they're like, you had a wood fence up, and your neighbor's like, you know what? Let's knock this wood fence up, put an above-ground pool that we can both share. That's
bear
Egypt
traps.
and fucking Italy and the Mediterranean.
Sea neighbors.
Yeah. Tom, you look disgusted.
He is.
I'm just thinking about
It's natural.
Italians.
Italians, yes. So Farouk is just like, yeah, like Italia. But Italia is on the fucking Axis side of this World War II.
Mussolini, dog.
Yeah, and he's like, oh yeah, cool. Like my guys are fascists. Let's be a fascist with my favorite guys. You know, it's like rooting for your like favorite like fucking football team. He's like Italy.
Yeah, how are you going to pick sides on this very delicate conversation we're having? He's got the nice shirt. I'm going to be on his team.
Well, I mean, Mussolini was super flashy, too. He fucking loved his shit, dude.
Mussolini was a dunce.
He was, but so was this guy.
This guy, yeah, you're right. They belong together. This is a
Bedfellows.
Yeah, this is the two goons, you know, just setting out sail.
Kooky goons.
One guy's in the war because he thought someone insulted his mother, and the other guy has no idea why he's even there. What the fuck is the point of anyone being in this war? We're having a great time.
Yeah, they're like Italy doing the cool fascist thing. Hell yeah. I'm going to party with my Italy friends. And then Lamson just comes in and just slaps him. It's like, excuse me, were you going to do something that the British Crown didn't approve of? Naughty boy, fucker. And he's like, Farouk is just like, oh, that's right. I take money from somebody who's already on the Allied side. And Lamson's like, all right, Farouk, you idiot. You got two options here. I know I'm not doing the accent. It's just because I'm angry. I do the incorrect accent. But Farouk, you got two options. You do neutral or you do Allied. You can't do no fucking access. And Farouk's like, yes, sir. So Egypt
It's actually pretty good, Cody.
Neutral. It's not good. That went Australian many times.
That's better than your other accents you've done. You've done whole episodes where you're trying to do Chinese accents, and I'm not going to say I'm disgusted.
So hard.
But
I try so hard, blood comes out.
Yeah. All right, so now he's got this choice. He knows his choice, and we know Farouk is not exactly the smartest guy. I mean, he likes 15-year-olds. Who wants to hear that?
Right.
So what does he do? Tell me, Cody.
Because, like, Lamson gives him the two options. You go neutral or you go Allied. And because he's an Italophile, he's like, well, I'll do the most agreeable, allowable thing, which is go neutral. So he's like, all right, Egypt is neutral.
I would have gone ally and opened lots of Papa John's.
No, it's even more. It's even less spineless. Even more spineless than that. Excuse me.
Okay.
Because even though Farouk said like, "Oh yeah, I'll be neutral," he like secretly like wrote to Hitler like, "Hey, you get here, I'll go Axis." I love you, Hitler. It's just like, what? Farouk, you love Hitler? And it's just like, oh, you weren't supposed to see that.
Farouk's like, dude, you see these weird round glasses I wear? They'd look fucking great with a fucking Hitler stash.
Yeah. Bingo. Hey,
so he,
hey,
sorry, that's not a Hitler stash. That's a Michael Jordan stash.
Right? Yeah, you got to retroactively fix that. Also, here you go. Like Hitler, come by sometime. I have all
my parents aren't home.
I have all the answers that you have about ancient aliens.
Stop it.
Hitler loved ancient aliens.
No, I hate how you're right.
Well, dude, ancient aliens. I'm not talking about the show. The show is a sellout. Okay.
No. I can hear the capital letters when you say ancient aliens.
Continue then. Let's. All right. Here's a little caveat. The rest of the show might not be true.
Yeah, might not be.
All right. So, like, here's the problem. If you whisper to Hitler, like, "Hey, bro, you get here. I'm on your team." It does two really bad things. It makes you look like a bitch ass because you're waiting to see who's winning and then joining the winning side, kind of.
Right.
You know what I mean? If Hitler would get stomped before getting to the Nile, he'd be like, oh, I stayed neutral. I stayed the fuck away from Hitler and his idiots. Like, good me. If he got on board, it would have been like, Hitler all the way. Joined him there.
Yeah.
So he was like that kind of wait and see spineless, like, I will bet after the chips have fallen type.
So,
like,
but Cody, I'm on the edge of my seat right now because if you know anything about World War II,
I don't.
A lot of shit was fought in Africa. Rommel fighting in Africa, tank wars.
Tank wars.
So which way did he go?
Farouk?
Yeah.
He stayed neutral, but like he's a bitch ass. He was like, get here, boys. And then like Lamson was just like, you're not thinking about like doing Hitler. So it's this entire thing of him wanting to do it, but just the conspiring fates just cock blocking him from helping his best friend Hitler.
Okay. I mean, I feel like it also may have been that, I mean, he was born after World War One, but fucking Egypt got fucked the shit up in World War One.
Because fucking Farouk was just like, hey dudes, you get here, I'm on your side. This made Egypt even more of a like thing to trample over towards.
Okay.
It's just like their army will stop fighting us and become our army if we just get to them. So it just made like this fucking like stampede beeline from like the Wehrmacht to get to and secure Africa, because Farouk made this stupid like economics like hedging of bets with Hitler without realizing what that did to like the power shift of this like whole fucking dynamic of Africa.
Oh, okay. So Egypt was the reason why there was probably so much fighting in Africa.
Yeah, like the Rommel was just like, Egypt said they're on our side if we get to them. Kill anything in our way to Egypt. So that's Farouk's idiot bad leaderness going on right now.
All right, that's interesting.
That's why you don't hear leaders saying that now. You're just like, well, I'll flip sides if you get here. It's just like, Farouk is the reason why you don't see good leaders say shit. Like, we take out of Farouk, we just learn from this bad example of leadership.
Great.
And he's like, yo, if you show up with some of them, what do you call them? Cocktail weenies. If you show up with a truckload of cocktailed weenies for my protein semen diet, I will join your side.
Okay. Good.
It's this weird, like, it doesn't make sense because you're already bedfellows with Britain, a world power. So, like, Germany, world power also, but you know they won't be on the same team. So if you're already in bed with Britain and you're making love eyes at Germany, you're looking to switch from Britain to Germany.
Okay.
And this is like another reason why history can objectively look at King Farouk and be like, not a great leader, because he thought the Germans would have treated his people better than the British treated his people.
Okay,
King.
Hold on 1 second.
Yes.
Let's break this down for the next few seconds here. He's 16. Now, I know he's not 16 anymore, but he maxed out at 16. He was given everything he needed. He was done learning by then. He had totally given up learning. He just wanted to go on fucking picnics with his tutors and pay him off and get sucked off.
He hit the level cap.
Right, exactly.
His
so
level
he's a
cap was like
16-year-old.
7. His level cap was like 7. He's like, what the fuck?
You ever meet a 16-year-old? They're fucking retarded. That's what's going on here. So this isn't like, based off of these political decisions, we've been able to figure out that Farouk ain't so good at it what he's supposed to do. No, he's an idiot. He's just 16 forever. We knew this going into it.
Just how you dunked on a fucking 9-year-old today, Tom.
Yeah,
Did that make you feel good?
I want him to grow. He's a good kid.
Listen to Uncle Tom.
So you're England right now in this situation.
No, I'm not. I'm the open sea.
No, you're not. You're England. You're fucking Jeremy Clarkson going, oh, in it, mate. You don't want to join your fucking punts.
Right, that's what I should have said. In it. I've got a see it. Scoot. I don't know. I can't do Jeremy Clarkson. I know that wasn't even close. And nor was that English. It doesn't matter. Okay. Let's continue back with the story. I was just throwing it out there. He's 16 in his head.
History alley oop. 1940s, you live in Britain, metropolitan area. It's late at night. You hear the scary horns go off. What's going on?
Well, that's the Blitz, sir. They're bombing the fuck out of you.
And being the ground targets, you have little recourse to do except extinguish all lights and
try to get into the underground if you got one, or
if you got a basement cellar, go for it.
Yeah.
But if you're up there, the only thing you can preemptively do is just kind of like turn that light out, fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Those were called blackout wardens, and those blackout wardens had say over all of England because it was safety first.
Yeah.
So if the king or queen of England was just like, I'm leaving Buckingham on, they wouldn't. The warden, the lights out warden, could be like, you're turning Buckingham off, fuck you,
mm-hmm.
queen. All due respect, ma'am. Because
Thank you, Cody.
It only works if all the lights are out.
Yeah.
Egypt, not so much. Everyone was lights out. Shh. Don't let the bombs hit where they can. But we have our boy Farouk in his palace. Just what? Why is everyone turning the lights off? So he's pretty much the goddamn lighthouse beacon that the Luftwaffe can use to triangulate and bomb strategically. Because he's like, what?
It also wasn't lights. You could hear in the distance like.
Is that Mambo number 5?
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. That's Farouk just like, chilling.
I believe that's Yonkers appropriation. Continue.
Yonkers?
So Farouk was just like, hey, this is... People were thinking like Farouk was claiming like, hey, this is my palace. I'm lighting it up. Please bomb around and invade around it. Baby on board. Thank you very much. Peace. So,
well, I mean,
like, fuck you, Farouk. Like
Hitler really wanted the Stargate. I mean, that's fact. Probably one of the best television shows.
No, shut up.
Stargate, SG-1. Fuck Star Trek.
Fuck
Star Wars.
Well, we can all agree on fuck
Stargate.
Wow.
Gate.
No,
all right.
Hot take. The Mandalorian. Fuck off.
Wow.
Stargate Atlantis. Oh yeah.
Let's continue.
Canadian show.
If you want to. All right. So the Lampson, the Brit ambassadors, our fucking Jeremy Clarkson is like, Farouk, I see you doing goddamn Axis shit back there. You're fired. You're fired from King.
Wow.
Wait, they're firing him from King? All 600 pounds of him?
Yes, Travis.
All DJ Khaled amount of him?
Lamson won out and like had a abdication letter drafted, and he's like, "Here, fatty, sign it, you tubbalard, you lard beast, you ham dragger,
Khaled King."
That's great.
And Farouk was like, "Fuck you, I'm king. Fuck you, I'm king. I'm not signing any letter a British ambassador has when a king for a king." And Lamson is like, "You fucking naughty boy. British ambassador outranks Egyptian king 100% of the time." So Lamson thinks he's like the guy calling the shots. You know what I mean? Like,
he's like,
because he got too used to calling him naughty boy.
Exactly. Yeah. Like Lamson like saw this kid like, eating soap and be like, fuck. I like
we are the number one. We are the number one empire.
He's
in
king
the
now.
world.
He's king now. Fuck. So he's like, "Fuck you, British man." And Farouk turns to his like Egyptian generals, and Farouk is just like, "Boys, let's say all of the local British forces were to focus fire and surround our current location and immediately begin siege. How long could we hold out?" And his generals, like, after a minute, were just like, 2 hours.
That sounds like a good amount of time.
We can hold out exactly 120 minutes against the British royal forces.
Worth it,
Your Highness.
Let's do it. Let's go all the way.
So I'm going to go full circle. I asked you in the beginning of the episode, I said, hey, this is taking place in Cairo. Is it still taking place in Cairo?
Yes, yeah.
So this is how the first Taco Bell appeared in Cairo.
No.
DJ Khaled was like, hey, guess what, dude? We're going to open up a Taco Bell. So the Brits can't even get to your palace.
Nice.
They'll be caught in all the wrappers and garbage and meat paste.
Good. That sounds great.
Can't get there. Hitler can come. Like
February 4th, 1942, British Special Forces, led by Lamson, surrounded the Abdeen Palace in Cairo. Lamson served the naughty boy a civil ultimatum. So he's like, firing over the horizon. "Come out, bastard. Got a sign. Need your signature." And fucking Farouk is like, "No, no one's home. Go away." So
yeah,
Lamson,
but he's still playing "Y'all Gotta Make Me Lose My Mind."
Yeah, just like,
go away.
"What's that, officer? I can't hear you. Can you turn it down, sir? Go make me lose my mind."
Up here.
So Farouk's like, no one's home. And then Lamson shoots off the palace door, walks into the study, finds Farouk there twiddling his thumbs, and he's like, "Hello, naughty boy, sign abdication letters." And Farouk was like, "No, don't wanna." And it was a very, very tense moment that Lamson didn't decipher at the time, but unbeknownst to Lamson, there's actually 3 of Farouk's bodyguards hidden in the room with crosshairs on Lamson, waiting to kill him if he touched the king. So like there's bodyguards literally, I'll spoil it, they're behind the fucking curtains just with like loaded guns. And it's just like, you see him touch our guy, shoot him.
Like even put his like hand on his shoulder, like Farouky boy.
Yeah.
Bang!
British guy touches the Egyptian guy, kill the British guy.
Right. Good.
But cooler heads prevailed. Not a blow or fisticuff was resorted to. There was a haggling of sorts. Farouk, the letter no longer stated that Farouk abdicate, just instate a body that would do checks and balances for the king. So like a non-monarchy government check and balance party.
He became a constitutional monarchy. As opposed to an absolute monarchy.
Yes, so it's just like, we're taking some of your power because you're a fucking lord-ass king. Shut up. Sign it. And Farouk was like, oh, all right.
And we're going to open up our first Taco Bell because that's the new palace for me.
So Farouk resigned or capitulated, and he's just like, all right, I'll make this body. You got me. I'm a naughty boy.
Finally. Full circle.
So it's this weird, like, political, like, somber stance where, like, he hits a ceiling of what the king of Egypt can get away with. It's just like, well, you can do something un-British, and the ambassadors will smack you around a bit and push guns into your face and make you sign letters. That's the ceiling of being an Egyptian king. So Farouk came a bit disillusioned with politics and sank into a hedonistic lifestyle. Farouk would send out his valets to recruit the white women for kingly sex. So it's just like, butlers, go to the dance clubs, find yon fairest maidens, and send them my way.
So I can fat queef come inside of them.
What he said, Governor.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of DJ Khaled doing anything.
Right?
Ew.
It gets worse.
So
Shut
gross.
up. I know. No, Farouk or whatever. It gets worse with Farouk. Farouk, you know, it seems like he's harnessing the spirit animal of small PP energy, and he actually seemingly develops a honest-to-goodness case of pathological kleptomania.
What? Really?
Yeah, he's not like, I need to take this apple to live. He'd be like, I need to take your Fabergé egg because I'm Prince of Egypt, or King of Egypt.
He's like Winona Ryder. What a good actor.
But he's also, that's like more like strong arming though, right? He's not trying to
strong
steal it. He's just like I'm going to take this.
He would be at an aristocrat's house, and the aristocrat would be like, this is my lovely home. Do you like this portrait? And Farouk would be like, yeah. And just like tear it off the studs of the wall and hand it to a butler. And you just couldn't do anything about it. Because he's the goddamn 600-pound king of Egypt.
Again, DJ Khaled. I'm sorry, I'm hitting it so hard. I just hate this guy so much.
Yep, that makes sense.
Farouk would even be ballsy enough to steal the pocket watch off of none other than Winston Churchill.
What?
During a visit.
That's pretty fun.
I mean, Winston was probably like blackout drunk. Like, hey, I'll fight them on the beaches. I'm fight you. Give me my watch.
It's all beaches. We're in Egypt. It's all beaches. Fight. One of those.
Oh,
I can't wait to roast Winston Churchill. It's gonna be Rinston's gonna be good.
Rinston. We'll have Rinston.
Rinston Churchy.
So Farouk was just like, oh, I was just testing out my sleight of hand, and I knew the good Winston Churchill would see it in jest if he actually caught me. So it's just like, oh, but you're a king that's also a pickpocket. This is fucking weird.
Right.
So Farouk would be a bully whenever fucking women refused his advances. Once a 16-year-old daughter of a wealthy family dared to swipe left on Farouk. To be the royal cock-up Farouk shows up to the family's estate and was just like, hello, I am your king. I will hunt on your property, until I have enough protein. And the family was just like, my liege, you must be lost. We are on the Delta Nile. This is just but an island. Our estate is just but an island.
Yo, he's just water hunting, dude. You just gotta throw your line in the water and you're water hunting.
Farouk sees like gazelle, and he's like, I'm gonna hunt gazelle on your island. And the family is just like, you're an idiot. That's not wild game. Those are pretty much our domesticated gazelle, but no fencing, because island. And Farouk was just like, I shall hunt these domesticated gazelle then.
So he's like shooting their cats?
Blowing the livestock, the island's livestock into extinction. All because the fucking daughter denied his hand in not marriage, but mistressdom.
Yeah, pee-pee sucking.
I mean, fine. Fine.
It's not.
He's really the king. He could do a lot worse. Wild wolf. That's my corgi. Wild ape. That was my wife.
I feel like
is the difference?
You can legally do that in places like Pennsylvania, Iowa. You can show up to someone's house and be like, pee-pee suck. And then if they say no, you just shoot all of the deer on their property.
Talk to your lawyer before you try that one.
Yeah, make sure you talk to your lawyer, but...
Is Travis my lawyer? Travis Lee Solutions.
That's me.
If Travis is your lawyer, you have bigger problems.
Call 1-800-Travis Lee Industries and we will get you out of jail for free.
So the family was just like, oh my God, get the fuck off, you kleptomaniac gazelle killer. Here's our daughter. Please leave.
We need our gazelles. This daughter, we have plenty of those.
We don't eat daughters here.
We fuck like Egyptians. Sideways.
So Farouk is a man of shopping sprees and stealing shit from rich people. So as you can imagine, he would just fucking have the coolest and sweetest of stashes, things that would make... Rick of Pawn Stars jealous. He'd fucking have soda cans. Yeah, he'd have soda cans.
Soda cans, right?
He had soda cans, Fabergé eggs, stamps, fucking rare coins, gemstones, old American movies.
Dude, you're gonna love this Bazooka Joe comic you got here. It's probably worth like $5, but I'm gonna flip it for fucking $700 on this TV show.
Amazing.
Did you see that video of there's some kid trying to pawn his PS5 and the guy looks it up and he's like, oh, I don't know, there's a lot of these. I'll give you $50 for it. And the kid was just like, are you fucking serious, you dumb?
Well, the kid's probably dumber for not realizing what a pawn shop does.
No, I think he went in there knowing full well that this guy was a wiener.
But that's what pawn shop people do. Like, that's exactly the number I would have thought.
$50 for something you could literally pawn for like $1,500?
Yeah, that's the kind of offers they make.
All right, fine.
That's totally fucking pawn shop shit.
All right.
Farouk was in full fatty mode at this point in time. He'd have personal chefs serve him his favorite supper, a marvelous gourmet of French seafood paired with Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Oh, he likes Coca-Cola?
He likes French seafood and Coca-Cola. That sounds like an all right time, doesn't it, Travis?
Yeah. I mean, this guy was barking right up the right alley.
He was a big fan of Long John Silver's, a place where then they actually didn't even have a deep fryer back then. It was just wet fish.
Tom, I'm gonna up your standard here. That he was a big fan of Arthur Treacher's.
Okay, welcome to England.
Welcome to England. It was founded in Ohio.
Welcome to England.
But welcome to England. I think there's only 3 locations left, and they're attached to Nathan's.
Better be.
Arthur Treacher's.
Okay. Cody, continue. I'm going to look up some more facts about Arthur Treacher's.
All right, so after gorging himself full of this French seafood, he'd go out clubbing, night clubbing. Hell yeah.
Dude, I love going night clubbing on a belly where it's full of seafood.
Yeah, dude, just sweaty 600-pound Italian guy. You've been on Comedy Central at 3 a.m. and you see like Girls Gone Wild, and it's like literally just a room full of 19 platinum blonde like sorority girls, and then just one brown fat guy. Mm-hmm. Farouk is that one brown fat guy you see in the corner of the club, just buying the champagne at like the $400 bottles at a pop.
Hello,
How dare
girls?
you use that term, brown fat guy?
Yeah.
I'm
Hello,
sorry.
girls. Do I
pretty-
smell like shrimp? Yes, I
At
do,
times
baby.
of my life, I have been a brown fat guy.
Well, look, man,
So,
that's the only
give
thing
myself the
covering
pass.
your bases right now. I mean, I already know you're a bigot off recording, but to be a racist like that, wow, that's just
Yeah,
balls.
Cody, you are the most racist POC I've ever met.
I am not.
Person of crap. What?
Person
Oh.
of Crayola.
Cody.
Person of Cody. Yes.
Person
that's,
of Cody.
That's a safety.
I am your person of Cody for this evening. I might start doing that.
Yeah, please.
Farouk would be seen out clubbing. He'd fucking just chain smoke goddamn fine cigars and guzzle orange drank of all things.
He
Wow.
really liked orange drank?
He would just pound orange drink. He might have liked Coca-Cola more than orange drink, but like it was not uncommon for the tabloids to get a hold of him just like, who loves orange soda? Farouk loves orange soda.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
And also, when you
there's-
said fine cigars, you're talking about Philadelphia blunts, right?
yeah, those
Those
you got
ones.
it. You got it.
80% plastic in that fucking tobacco.
Yeah. So it's getting weird. He's clubbing. He's got mistresses. One of them's called Irene Gwinnell, and she's listed as his official mistress, and that's a weird title, but sure.
it's the Middle East ish.
Yeah.
Irene's diary calls him a man-child, having no interest in politics, given to childish behavior like making bread bowls at restaurants to flip them at fancy people.
What? So he's the fucking Panera Bread boy?
No, I think
He's
bread
doing-
balls,
he's
not
doing
bread
the
bowls.
Oh,
The takeaway is he's doing this into like his late 20s.
right.
Like,
He's still
some
doing
kind
the
of
bread
man
balls, right?
life. Yeah.
This is fun. Suck my penis.
He did like penis sucking.
Do we know that for sure?
I don't.
Guys, Uber Eats just texted me and said that I can try 6 KFC chicken tendies for $5.
Do
Oh,
it.
man. Did you see the KFC movies coming out today? On Lifetime?
What is a KFC movie?
Oh, it's the Colonel Sanders romance movie that came out on
Oh,
For real?
Lifetime today. Yeah, and they have like some Eric Estrada looking Hispanic, like heartthrob,
man, they're really
like
leaning
playing
into that.
Colonel Sanders.
Because then they do they did like the anime like love romance thing.
What?
With the Colonel?
What's
You know
going
those,
on
like-
here?
No, you know those dating games, like the Japanese dating games.
Oh,
they came out with a
dating
game with the
simulators.
Colonel in it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's
something-
going
I
on
don't know.
right now.
What a tangent.
Just
Shut
all right.
Yeah,
we have to get back
that
to the
out.
story,
Keep
and
going.
also let
Yeah,
me know
keep
if
talking
you
about Farouk.
let me know when
He's
the
a
Dave
man-child.
Thomas biopic comes out. Continue.
Oh. Farouk is a man child, and his goddamn mistresses are even writing to tabloid saying he's a goddamn fucking man child. And his kleptomania is well documented. In November of 1943, Farouk was speeding around in the only red Bentley in Sudan and Egypt, racing to show his favorite butler the freshly purchased yacht. It's like, that's just sad, isn't it? Like, Jeeves, look at the expensive thing I bought.
Yeah, you're gonna brag to your butler. He's like, oh, cool, dude. I'm gonna have to clean that later.
Yeah, another thing to clean, my liege. I adore you. So Farouk blew the center line, drove on the wrong side of the road to pass a slow-moving truck. This unsafe maneuver led to a head-on collision. Farouk had 2 broken ribs and was really fucking irate that the oncoming car didn't see the red, like, don't fuck with me color.
So he had a head-on collision and came out with 2 broken ribs.
He's a
That-
600-pound man.
Yeah, that is a lot of padding.
Yeah.
You know,
Do
like
you know it's too much padding, Travis? And do you know how we know it's too much padding?
how?
The ambulance stretcher bearers came out, tried loading Farouk onto a stretcher, and the stretcher shattered.
Yeah,
Fat boy. Very fat boy.
Sorry, my king. Let
You
us
hear
get
that,
you a-
DJ Khaled? Don't get any fucking head-on collisions.
While being 600. Oh wait, you're always 600 pounds.
Guys, can we do a DJ Khaled episode as soon as he's dead? Like day of?
Yes.
but we're not killing him.
I don't care to kill him. I don't care enough so, but I just I don't see his merit or worth, and I think he has a terrible legacy. I think we should really push that narrative.
Yes, Thomas. I believe so. Terrible legacy.
He's a bad man. And you know what? Good for him that he made it this far. But he's out.
Bad for society.
Yes.
Farouk faked the severity of his injuries just to get a little bit more of that good old big-tittied British nurse time at the local hospital.
I mean,
oh, my ribs. There's at least one broken.
They've got some good knockers there, I will say.
They really do. It's almost unfair.
Actually, I think I read something that Britain had the biggest tits in the world, on average.
Who?
If you're a British lass, you let us know with photo proof.
Yeah, send all your tit pics to my girlfriend.
That's a good one.
Cody at hotmail.com.
Shut up. 1945, a strange tummy illness spreads throughout Egypt. And after some medical sleuthing around, a bunch of doctors are like, wow, everyone's sick because drinking poopy doo-doo water. What the fuck's going on, Farouk? Where's your water infrastructure game, King?
Can't drink poopy doo-doo water or poopy death water. Those will kill you.
Those will do mean things to your butt and then hand you over to the Reaper.
Yep.
I think Egypt has an advantage, though, because it has ancient alien technology.
What?
No way. Alien technology. Shut up. Fuck you.
It's all in the Sphinx. The water goes into the Sphinx's mouth and comes out of its butthole pure.
Doctors are like, Farouk, why your peeps dying of poo-poo water? And Farouk's just like, don't care, spending money on blowjibbers and orange soda.
Okay. Good for him.
And it's just like, well, it's not good for him because he starts falling out of like
what shape?
Like popularity.
Good graces?
No. Yeah. People are just like, hey, idiot can't hang tough with friends, so fuck him.
Okay. That's fine.
Or, he's not taking care of his people. Maybe he not good leader.
All right.
So, and keep in mind, like, Farouk has like 140 million pounds in the bank, which is not
and
small.
In his underwear.
Oh! So, Farouk is getting a little antsy that no male heir right now. So he's like, what can I do to come more man? It's just like, let me switch out the puss. So he's like, I'm going to divorce that wife, get a new wife. And he's just like, and Farouk has like this aristocrat buddy that he like probably goes golfing with on the weekend. He's like, hey buddy, you divorce your wife while I divorce mine at the same time, so it deflects the heat off of my divorce. Go. And his friend's like, what? Okay. And divorces his wife, and Farouk like closely divorces the queen. So like it's a scandal halved in the scope of the media.
It's like a tag team divorce.
Yeah.
Slap in,
slap out. And then Farouk is like, all right, new queen. It's this young woman. And Farouk
14
is like, hey,
years old.
I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Please say
God,
no.
I don't know. But Farouk is just like, hey, new wife. You know what that means? I get another bachelor party, right, boys? They're like, yeah, let's go to France. And they all go to France and just be assholes to the countryside the entire time. Like, their 20-car motorcade is like fucking tearing up like old, like French quaint roads and shit.
I mean, France is a clusterfuck at this point. It was after the war. Who cares?
Yeah, he's probably cashing in on his high like value like currency.
Yeah, bring that money in.
So whilst on this bachelor party, Farouk's meal requests were soleil à crème, côte d'Ivoire à la crème, framboises à la crème, and champignons à la crème.
It's cream boy.
He likes the cream.
Get that cream.
Good.
He likes the cream, and this pretty much locks him in at the 600-pound weight for the rest of his life. No more ballooning. This is just how you are now, sir. So
sometimes you gotta accept it's who you are.
Just kiss your own knucks, and then accept. Another ravish royal wedding. Ravish. I went Asian there. Another lavish royal wedding happened on May 6th, 1951. And new wife. That means a fresh honeymoon. New honeymoon. I get a new honeymoon. So he takes his new wife, and they go out to fucking Europe, shopping sprees. 3 months. 3 fucking months.
The long honeymoon.
Yeah, this is a fucking long honeymoon.
Now, nowadays, if you take a honeymoon, it's like, well, I got 1 vacation day, honey. We can go to Splish Splat.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
We can go to New Mexico.
Yeah.
Well, it's COVID, so we can just die together.
Over the internet.
Fine.
You want to cough into my mouth? It's safe. We're husband and wife now.
Farouk was caught stuffing his fat face with cream on a day of Ramadan and lost a bunch of fucking popularity with that move.
Okay. Stuffing your face with cream.
On Ramadan.
I feel like that's a little bit lost in translation here, because how do you stuff your face with cream besides taking a load of cream?
Look, you're not supposed to work. What happens when you work? You make money. What do you have to do? You have to stay away from the money on Ramadan. Guess what you do? You got to stay away from the money, so it's money shot. No money shots for you. No stuffing yourself with cream.
Is this cream, though?
Type of cream. I don't know. I was trying to work with your logic there, and you know what I ended up with? A barrel full of disappointment.
Tom, don't enter my mind. It's like entering Morpheus's dreams.
Champignons, I know, means mushrooms a la cream.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
One of the more expensive things Farouk ever purchased was a alligator interior train car, complete with TV, phone, and air conditioning.
Sick.
In January 16th, 1952, Farouk's new wife finally squelches out a royal son. It's Fuad the Second, or Fuad the Second.
Fuad.
You know,
named after his dabby?
After the dabby. So yes, we got a male heir, boys. High fives.
Thank God.
Yeah. Nah, we did it. So now Farouk will turn his efforts into handing off a respectable legacy to the new flesh and blood prince, right? No, fuck that. He's goddamn king of Egypt. Fuck that. So, it's this king on like walking this razor's edge of, being in power or not. And you bet your ass, the good old USA Central Intelligence Agency takes note of this. Just like, oh, hey, monarch on a tightrope. Let's shake it to the American side. Yeah, woo, America, fuck yeah.
We're really good at that. I like us for that.
Lobbyists, man.
Yeah.
Shake it to the right if you're having a good time. Shake it to the left if you're having a bad time.
Operations. Shut up. CIA operation codename Fat Fucker.
Really?
I'm not joking. The CIA.
It's called Fat Fucker?
It's called Fat Fucker.
Man, George Bush was on point.
And this is making fun of his size, and it's also making fun of just like, the big dummy likes Fs. So this is Operation Fat Fucker.
I love that.
So
this makes me proud to be an American.
Yeah,
at least I know I'm free.
CIA confirmed asshole bullies picking on heavy kids. So this is an extreme operation. It's just surround Farouk with like American lobbyists and make sure he always has an easy American friendly option to go to. You know what I mean? It's just like it's partially a spy ring, but like there's nothing. There's no wet work or anything illegal at play.
It's essentially what America has done to its public with its food choices. There's an easy option that will make you you'll turn you into a fat fucker. It's around every corner.
Taco Bell?
Yeah.
It's good. I have some waiting for me upstairs.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Is that what you Grubhubbed?
Look, I am trying to work on the size of my calves. Continue, Cody.
And you need taco meat for that, goddamn.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my protein load.
I'm trying to get your Caledon.
It starts becoming obvious. I'll shorten this part here, but long story short, it starts becoming obvious Farouk is not a great leader. He is like, hey, maybe Hitler's cooler than the British. Let's switch to eating at Hitler's table at lunchtime cafeteria. He's like, subjects don't need clean water. Fuck them. So like he starts getting questioned, and one of the entities questioning him is the Egyptian army, and the Egyptian army is like eyeballing their king, and it's just like you start doing kingly shit, or we're gonna turn this into a military dictatorship, buddy.
Motherfucker's about to get cooed. This motherfucker get cooed?
Yes, military coup by the goddamn Egyptian army. They're just like, you suck. But like it's this whole like back and forth paranoia. Farouk is seen like driving around with a machine gun hanging out of his only red Bentley of Egypt. It's like, wow, that's 600-pound man just gunning it with a fucking belt-fed machine gun, just on his way to work.
It's as if he wants to get assassinated. You see, JFK, when he was shot, he was in a standard issued color. He didn't go out of his way to signal down to Lee Harvey Oswald, like, I'm going to paint this Cadillac or whatever the hell they were driving in bright.
Bentley.
It was no, I'm talking about JFK when he was shot.
Oh.
You see, he was in a standard color. Bentley is not known for their red.
Yeah,
He's
that's more
asking
of a
to get
Ferrari.
murdered, is what I'm saying. He's asking to get pulled over and to get mouth fucked by a gentleman who's got a wooden penis. You understand?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh.
And by wooden penis, you mean a bullet.
Yes.
Sure. Who am I?
So you're
Tom.
doing great. So Farouk is just like, oh, no, military, back off. Never surrender. Don't tread on me. And the military starts fucking setting up artillery on, like, Farouk's own front yard, like, on the palace grounds. Just,
That
like,
seems a
sighting it
little
on the
close.
it was probably more of, like, the fucking Long Island chest bump. Like,
Well,
bro,
yeah.
look how close we can put our guns,
But also,
like,
like,
on top of you.
that seems a little close still.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Oh, this is what I was looking at. Level this fucking, like, 1960s artillery into, like, his second story window and, like, blast him in the outer space.
Hey, you guys
Farouk
down there, do you make sprinkler? You guys make sprinkler down there? I have sprinkler.
Be more racist. Farouk killed 4 military personnel trespassing onto his palace grounds with his hunting rifle. So not the machine gun, but he managed to pick off 4 people trying to get the wily old Farouk and get him to abdicate. But after much fucking like back and forth with the Egyptian army and the king Farouk finally was just like, all right, fuck you. I am done. I am no longer king. I abdicate. This is now, instead of a monarchy, a military dictatorship. And I was watching the archival footage of the general responsible for the coup, and he's there kind of just like, oh, yeah, we just changed, like, the longest type of government, Egypt monarchy, that dates back forever into a military dictatorship. He's just like, yeah, that's probably going in the history books, this one.
Right?
He's got, like, this, like, cheeky smile, like, did I do that?
Good for
Like,
him. You just gotta. Sometimes you just gotta kick it over. See what happens.
you
It's
think
not
that-
working for everyone.
Do you think that military guy, like, took a visit to wherever King Tut was? Because I'm sure King Tut was touring the world. Just, like, teabagged him. It's like,
Well, I
guess
think
what, dude?
he did something that you would do, which is go find a mummy and suck its penis until advice came out.
Until it's Vice? Until a Vice article
No,
came out
until
about me?
advice came out.
Advice?
Yeah, you
Mummies
suck
don't
a
give
cock
advice.
long enough and the advice comes out.
Well, the protein advice.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, the protein
Yeah,
advice.
protein
It
advice.
whispers the sweet sage all over your
the
face.
podcast we were doing?
Tom, you
Yeah.
know what? You're going to make fun of me. Oh, whoa, look at Travis sucking a mummy penis. I'm trying to get alien technologies.
Everything Farouk owned was repossessed and auctioned off. And this was a History Channel wet dream. It was just like, oh my God, so much junk and treasure in one place.
Well,
And people around the world flocked for these, like, Farouk repossession auctions.
well, Cody, it would be a History Channel wet dream if they didn't stop making shows about just American garbage that people found on their front lawn. Or Hitler shows.
Speaking of Hitler, Farouk's hoard had rare 1933 double eagle coins, Fabergé eggs, stamp collections, suits of medieval armor, entire silken wardrobes, autographed Hitler memorabilia, and last but not least, a huge pornographic library.
My boy.
Everyone has that. Everyone
My
has
man.
that. That's not the
But
fun one.
But the thing is, and I'll put it in general chat, like,
Wait, is there a Farouk double anal video out there?
well,
Like Farouk dick and
There-
his general's dick?
here,
The general from the car insurance
okay,
going into
shut the fuck up. Here we
woman?
go. And hangs in the chat. Like there has been sleuth. Like it appeared very briefly on the floor when Farouk's like inventory was being taken. The library of pornographic things, and it was included very briefly in like a British newsreel. And some historian sleuths have actually pieced together the little they could from like the refraction off of like the porno mags, the brand and like publication of each of the mags. So like you can see what Farouk was jacking it to.
I see one that says gay.
Tom, I don't think it's actually gay though. I think it just means he's happy.
But
there's a woman on the front.
It just says, I can't even see the woman. It's very small, this photo. But let me open the original here. Let me do my investigating into this gay pornography real quick. Let me just make sure everything's
I just think it's funny though. There's porn from the 30s called gay, but it's not homosexual.
No, it's great.
It's straight.
Well, I mean, if this is what gay means, then count me in.
Yeah, well, boy, it looks like I'm gay.
Well, yes, this is beyond a stretch. This is just us doing it to gay.
Well, that's pretty cool. You like to jerk off to European hentai.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, I was just about to notice, like, this isn't actual photography. This is like comics. He's like,
it's all comics. It's all European hentai.
Right.
Guess what, Japan? You're not the only people to draw titties and fucking people fucking each other.
Yeah.
You may have perfected it. Yeah. But it's elsewhere.
Farouk took his family and exiled in Naples and then Rome, being the Italophile he was.
Oh, of course.
Farouk attempts to seduce Miss Naples of 1953 without success.
How'd that go?
More like Miss
Not
Nipples.
well.
You said without success, but you know what? It's late.
Go?
Continue. I wanted to get more into Miss Naples' nipples, but continue.
Lucky Luciano is actually deported in Naples at this time, and the two become great friends.
Oh.
So that's weird. Farouk and Lucky Luciano just high-fiving it and eating, meatball marineras and shit.
Have we roasted him yet?
No, he's the original. He started the mafia.
Right.
And when I say the mafia, I mean that with all due disrespect. He did it.
Cosa Nostra.
Yeah, he made that happen. He created the system of 5 families. He did the whole thing.
Tom, do a fucking episode.
I will do it. I'm fascinated with that guy and some of the shits that he took per se.
Probably had a lot of peepees.
Only peepees.
Peepees only.
Tomas, ask me how dead.
Oh, so how did Farouk find his fat end?
You fucking history predictor. Farouk was having a lovely French dinner.
Snails.
April 29th, 1958. And Farouk the fat fuck collapsed headfirst into his dinner. Just fat.
So was it a cream? Was he eating cream stuff?
I'm thinking it was cream with Coca-Cola. That's what he liked.
Ah, yes.
So he just goes into his cream of mushrooms and Coca-Cola, fine dining French cuisine. Farouk was dragged to the hospital, presumably on the good German-made stretchers, and the doctors could not restart the fatty.
Did they try that hard?
I mean, I'm sure everyone just punched him a little bit in his man boobs. Like, this is CPR, right? For 1958.
Just scratching at him like a cat. Like,
his feet though.
Yeah, gotta get him to be at.
I feel like if you're that big, if you're the size of DJ Khaled, I know he's lost some weight now. He's like part of the Weight Watcher male crew or something like that.
Good, yeah. Let's get that.
But if
happening.
you're that heavy and you have a heart attack, just throw them down the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Because one of the stairs will hit them in the heart eventually.
You need the right amount of steps. You can't throw them down a 5-step and expect results. You need 30 stairs. You need a monk's set of stairs.
So after this fat man fell into his cream of snails, they should have just thrown him down the stairs and maybe he would have lived.
He absolutely did not live. Dead, aged 45 of a heart attack.
45?
Yeah,
Fuck
dude,
me.
He did nothing but eat fat. His whole life. He ate fat.
Eat fat, be dumb, shag teenager.
Healthy people do that all the time now. They're like, dude, all I eat is fucking bacon. I'm keto, bro.
But they go for jogs. And they don't eat the icing.
They shake it up a little bit, Travis.
Yeah, they do stuff. The man is barely fucking. When he was trying to fuck better, you know what they told him to do? Eat protein.
like,
do you know what he did
by
after
tubs.
he ate that protein? Do you know what he did after he ate the tub of protein? He washed it down with orange drink.
To feel
Oh,
alive.
You keep saying orange drink. Is that like sun-kissed?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen?
Really?
Have you
Like
seen
orange
Kel
soda
from
carbonated
Keenan and Kel
shit.
recently?
Yeah.
He's fat. He's really fat.
Oh no.
Wait,
No, I just made that up. He's probably fine.
Famous
I don't think he drank that
SNL
much.
Keenan?
No. He was always fat. I was trying to start a rumor that I decided to renegotiate. Kel probably looks fine now. The point
Kel's
is,
man.
is
Well,
that
the
when you
real
smoke
rumor
that
is that-
many cigars and drink that much coffee and orange drinks and shit like that, you're gonna end up like DJ Khaled, an absolute disgrace.
A fucking disgrace of the human race.
Speaking of disgracing humanity, Farouk I, the last king of Egypt, wrote in his will that he wished to be laid to rest in a fancy mosque in Egypt. Egypt promptly denied its ultimate monarch that honor and told Farouk's estate to fuck off and bury that guy in Italy.
Nice.
I was going to say, if we can learn anything from history, because history is all about learning, when DJ Khaled finally kicks the bucket, do not let him get buried or cremated in the United States. Roll his body into international waters.
I can't help but back that 100%. In fact, let's put all the Patreon money towards that. I like how we've really stuck it to DJ Khaled by doing this Farouk guy.
It's weird how that turns out.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you know,
Are we racist? It doesn't
A
matter.
little bit.
Everything's an illusion. We're just a
I
bunch
used
of
the word
batteries.
brown.
he's a large man. You know, I'm a large man. Maybe not as large as DJ Khaled. Maybe I like to eat pussy because I'm a human being and like to pleasure people, and I'm a man. Anyway,
Farouk's son.
keep going.
Farouk's son, Fuad II, lives on as of this recording and was technically, the last king on paper for like 11 months. But Fuad was baby and could not do king things during those 11 months. So he's not really considered the last king as his dad was. You know what I mean?
Let's get this fat pussy on the show. Let's talk shit about his dad.
Yeah.
Wait, his son?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Fuad
get his son
II.
on the show. Be like, hey,
Still alive?
Fuad
Yeah,
II
still
of
alive.
Egypt. Yeah,
Old as shit.
he's not even that old, dude. He's only 68. He was born in 52.
58.
Dude, come on the show.
Fuad, if you're listening to this and you're really sad, you should be sad. Just come on the show. We'll talk about
That's what
DJ
it is.
Khaled together.
Yeah, we get. Yeah, right.
What a treat. There you have him. Farouk I, the last
At
king
least
of
your
Egypt.
dad wasn't. Yeah, at least your dad wasn't DJ Khaled.
Amen. As I was saying, there you have him. Farouk I, the last king of Egypt. Enjoyer of oysters, guzzler of orange drink, kingly kleptomaniac, and target of covert CIA operation. Fat fucker. He had a poor sense of physical comedy, but a profound love of the letter F. A king desperate for heir finally sired a son, but then fumbles the crown before passing it. So it's a big old fucking bumbling tragedy on Farouk's
Cody,
part.
I love this guy. I never heard about him.
Because he's weirdly filed. He's Farouk I, the last king of Egypt. That's just
No, I thought we were going to a different territory. I'm so glad I learned about this guy. So interesting. Ancient alien.
all right.
Yeah. Seriously, ancient aliens. And
No.
also, I appreciate all the work you put into this. Sorry if I'm a little
Thank
low
you.
energy tonight, everyone
No, it's
listening.
fine.
It's very late over here.
gotta
But I enjoyed
Twist
listening
your
to.
scrot.
I felt like I got to hear you say a lot of interesting things about a terrible man, worth nothing essentially. He's
Even-
done nothing for anyone, and we can all
even-
thank him for that because
Even
he's
more
appeared on the show now.
worthless. Yes. Even more worthless, the last bit of trivia. Through all of his brothel hopping, Copenhagen oyster slurping, cigar chain smoking, and nocturnal clubbing, this guy never touched a drop of alcohol his entire life.
Oh,
Just because he was like, Quran said, don't do it.
Well, he's a Muslim, so he was like fucking smoking hookah.
Smoking hookah, drinking Coke, and slurping on orangeade.
how dare this guy judge anyone? Okay, with that being said,
Yeah.
thank you for listening to Roast Mortem. I don't know. Go break curfew. Stay out late. Go tell your king to fuck off. Whatever it is.
Yo, I'm just saying, if it's fucking Ramadan right now, go have a hot dog and a beer.
Go Ramadan, okay? Go have sex with Dan.
We're gonna get.
I don't care.
That's fine.
I don't care.
I've
said nothing hateful.
I told you we have a fan from Libya, and he's like, those gay pictures that you put up for Lord Byron could get me killed, but I don't think this could.
Just depends on how gross you make the cover art, Travis.
I don't know.
Look, we respect you. We respect all your love choices. If you don't want to drink alcohol, that's weird, but fine. If you don't want to destroy your body incrementally over time like us, that's fine. I guess.
I don't
know
why.
Myself. What are you doing? But Cody, once again, thanks for all the research. Everyone who's listening, thank you very much for sticking around. Go to roastmortemcast.com. It's a website that Travis made, and none of the links work. And I think that's really charming. What
do you mean none of the links work?
Click around the website. Have a fun time. The Twitter goes to not our
let Travis
Twitter.
know where the broken links are.
I think my Twitter link goes to some guy named Sanched, who's not me. Follow that guy. I don't give a shit. Go to our Patreon, patreon.com/roastmortemcast.
Dude, I'm the best website builder. Don't worry about it. Call me.
I'm totally fine with it.
www.website.com.
We got fun video we made up there. Yeah, all the commercials and all the other. You can find some of the information.
Some of us.
Yeah, go to roastmortem.com.
All right, this is getting hairy. Good night, everyone.
We're a mess.
Thank you, Shane.
This is a fucking mess.
Dick my Shane.
Danky.